making us laugh, it's Tina Malone. Not just a funny face, it's Joe Wilkinson. And their team captain, Sean Locke. And facing them tonight, Blimey O'Reilly. It's Rachel Riley. Stand-up guy, it's Chris Ramsey. And their team captain, John Richardson. Now, I'm your host, Jimmy Carr.
Hello and welcome to 8 Out of 10 Cats, a show about opinion polls, surveys and statistics. Did you know, for example, 25% of people can write a text without looking at their phone, which is great because it means you can really concentrate on your driving. 48% of Brits think social networks can help new relationships. It's so true. My life has been such a social whirlwind since I joined Grindr. I've hardly been able to sit down. And 20% of men don't know what a pedicure is. A pedicure? Pretty sure it's a cure for men like Jimmy Savile. Right, let's get started. What are you talking about? That's the name of our first round. It's our panellists' job to guess the British public's top 3 most popular talking points. Sean, Tina, Joe, what have the nation been talking about over the last week?
Faster trains.
Faster trains.
Between Manchester, Leeds and London.
Manchester, Leeds and London. That's, you're going the long way round, aren't you?
Well, you know, they can't get the one that they're doing now on time, so are they going to make it an hour and 6 if they can't do it in 2 hours from Manchester to London?
I'm quite happy with 2 hours to Manchester. I think you need a little bit of time to prepare yourself for going up north.
Yeah.
I don't like this fast train because I don't like being early. I'm going to... You know, because it takes an hour, you're going to be early, you're just going to be hanging about. Get a slow one, keep warm.
I don't think you will be early because it's not going to be built for 20 years.
Yeah. 2033, isn't it?
Yes, it's going to be finished in 2033.
I thought we'd be teleporting by then. I haven't got jetpacks, I don't want to be alive, let alone clinging on for life in a super fast buffet car, like.
They're saying it's for, like, European business people, though, that are coming over. But surely if you've had, like, a flight from Moscow, you're not going to land and then go, how much to Manchester? 2 hours. Fuck me, I'll go back.
Where's he going back to?
Don't know.
Is it really going to go 260 miles an hour?
Yeah, that's what they're saying.
It's a shame because you're not going to be able to stick your head out the window anymore, are you? It'd be too dangerous. I used to love doing that. I did it all the way from Cardiff to Bangor once. God knows how many insects I ate, but I was...
Too fast, isn't it?
Too fast.
You'll have to change train impressions for kids. Like, it can't go... Won't do that, will it? It'll just go...
That won't be as good.
It wasn't that long ago that they binned Concorde, which was really quick getting to the States because it cost too much money. But now they've decided to spend 30 billion just to go to Manchester.
Are you saying we should get Concords to Manchester?
We could, that would be 30 billion, yeah.
Well, for that kind of money, I mean, there's other things we could spend that money on, aren't there? I mean, it's a huge amount. Yeah, we could have a free bar on the train for 20 years.
Instead of building a train line, why don't they have that thing in supermarkets where they send the money down a tube? That thing where the money pops up in a tube. That's so quick. Why don't they just build one of those? Just goes,
thing in
supermarkets. Those things, they come up in a tube and it's like a plastic thing and they open it and they put all the money in and then it goes doof, and then it appears somewhere else. Then they put the money in, they screw it, and then they pop in a tube, poof, it's gone. Literally seconds, and then you can hear somebody in the distance going, oh! Why not a massive one of those?
Shoot people out of cannons.
I don't think that's practical, Joe.
Not all right, not one then, 3.
3 cannons.
One to Totten, then change, get another cannon. Leeds, it's like a 20-minute wait there.
And then get another cannon.
And then another cannon there.
I could see that if there's a problem, like a cannon replacement service.
Yeah. An idea.
OK, let's see if the new high-speed rail line is one of the most talked about things this week. Yes, the most talked about thing. The government have unveiled plans for a new high-speed rail line. It said it will cost £32.7 billion, or £35 billion if you get a return. John, Rachel, Chris, what else will the nation be talking about this week?
Super Mario's off.
Super Mario's off. Stinks.
So this is Mario Balotelli, and he's... Go on, tell me the story.
He's off. He was a troublemaker at City. We had a bit of a ruck with Mancini a little while ago, and he's off to AC Milan.
I don't think he's that bad, really. I think the rest of the footballers are weird. I don't think he's the weirdo. If you're a 22-year-old millionaire, why aren't they all acting like him? Let's be honest, he's the normal one. The rest of them going, oh, yeah, it was good, yeah, bought a new pencil case today, I'm excited. That's what I'd be doing. I'd be going mental. I'd have a cape. I'd wear a cape constantly. Everything. I'd go crazy.
You can afford a cape.
Yeah, but I can't put it on.
Why do you think that capes are incredibly expensive? I mean, you're on telly quite a lot, Chris. You can get it. I'll buy you a cape.
That's why I came.
He does some strange things. Mario's mum once sent him to John Lewis to pick up an ironing board. He came back with a scale electric, a quad bike and a trampoline.
He's like Tom Hanks in Big.
He's amazing. This is great. Days after signing to City, Balotelli crashed his car on the way to training, and when the police asked him why he had £5,000 in cash on him, he replied, "Because I am rich."
He's a lunatic. If he wasn't a professional footballer, he'd just be in the park shouting at ducks.
It'd be nice for you to have some company.
He's just said to all his friends, hasn't he, now he's left, go to my home and take what you want.
So he said, I'm going away to Milan, so I want you to just take everything, except my pants.
Yeah, except my undies, that's right.
Yeah, he said, don't take my pants,
I'm
but
the
take everything
opposite.
else.
When I have friends over, I insist they take a pair with them.
So Balotelli's girlfriend has said that she'll come and visit him in Milan because she said that Manchester was too remote.
You'll change your mind when that new train track's built, Jimmy. They're all the supermodels are crawling back when they can get to Towton in the Midlands. Coming back with their knickers round their ankles.
Tiny little
Isn't that a phrase, though? You'll be back with your knickers round... Is that
tail in between your legs?
That is definitely not a phrase.
Is it not tail between your legs?
I think it's in... John, I think it sounds better in the original Latin. Quest testos retonos per an inscription above a church. You'll be back with your knickers round your ankles. Oh, man.
It's exciting now, isn't it, football? Transfer deadline day. Because that happens in comedy as well. I got a last-minute bid from Loose Women today, but failed the medical.
Deadline day for me. I've got some chicken in my fridge that goes out of date tomorrow.
QPR will have it. They bought everything else. It's a real one for the aficionados. Well done there. That is men who've been clicking refresh on BBC Sport all day that got that
job. There's another big transfer story.
Beckham. He's not going to Arsenal.
Let's list the clubs he's not going to.
He's not going to Preston.
Is he not going to Preston?
I know where he's going.
Well, do you know where's he going?
He's going to Paris.
Yes. The incredible thing about this, so David Beckham has signed for Paris Saint-Germain, and he's donating his entire £150,000 a week salary to a children's charity.
Wanker.
Is that bad?
Yeah.
He wants to be Sir David Beckham.
Is
That's
that
what
bad?
it's about.
A children's charity.
In my book, that's evil.
It's
wrong. It should be stopped now. Stop him with his evil, conniving, giving money, all his wages to charity schemes. What the fuck's he playing? Don't pretend that there's not a bigger agenda here. Say that something.
He was obviously pissed when he said it.
Beckham apparently is going to move into this mansion, and it's got a panic room, otherwise known as the library.
Should we have a look and see whether the transfer window is one of the most talked about things this week?
Yep.
Yes, it was transfer deadline day yesterday. Manchester City striker Mario Balotelli has moved to AC Milan. David Beckham has signed for French club PSG. If you're watching, David, be careful what you eat in France. They recently found some beef DNA in their horse burgers. OK, fingers on buzzers. One thing still to get.
Well, I like the Iranian space launch. The Iranians have sent a monkey into space. Which obviously people are worried about the animal rights. They wanted to check it was safe for the monkey, so they sent a woman up first. Well, she got the bloody thing back. She couldn't park it, could she? So... These are jokes at the expense of the Iranian policy on women, not my views, which happen to be the same.
The Iranians have sent a monkey into space. Do you want to have a look at the rocket?
Dodgy looking that. It looks like it was made on Blue Peter about 20 years ago.
How many monkeys must be dead in space? Like, over the years? Because we're laughing at Iran because they're Mars, but we were sending monkeys up for years. In America, they died. The only person who could make it sound less tragic is Brian Cox. If he did, yeah. Space is literally full of dead monkeys. Just floating on.
I'd love a monkey.
You'd love a monkey?
Yeah. No, like little finger monkeys. Have you seen the finger monkeys? Sorry to digress.
What's a finger monkey?
They're a tiny monkey, like a marmoset, and they just sit in your finger. They're so cute.
A monkey the size of your finger?
If you're a bit peckish, a little snack. They're a bit like little nuggets, little monkey nuggets.
They're like...
Basically, just dip them in the chip fat fryer, straight down.
Well, Iran sending a monkey into space is not one of the most talked about things, but Iran have sent a primate into space. Desolate, barren and dangerous. The monkey was relieved to get out of Iran and into that rocket. OK, fingers on buzzers.
The residence test for, you know,
the citizenship exam.
Test.
Go on.
Yeah, they've created a new citizenship test.
And, they have different sections, so to prove that you're kind of, you know, that you're valid here or whatever, you know, things like there's a television section, so you have to say that you watch Coronation Street and Strictly and God knows, seriously.
And Morecambe and Wise.
And Morecambe and Wise, your knowledge on telly, honestly.
Well, that's our culture. I think it's valid.
Well, it was 30 years ago. I mean, who's setting the questions? UK Gold?
OK, so I've got some questions here from the test. Which landmark is a prehistoric monument which still stands in the English county of Wiltshire?
Anne Widdecombe.
Near enough, Stonehenge. Who is the patron saint of Scotland?
Aye. Who is the patron saint of Scotland? Good old who? Aye. Who?
Well, they've got questions specifically for people coming from Eastern Europe. Why is this tap dripping?
They are doing a campaign to try and sort of stop people coming over, which I'm proud to say I'm going to be the face of.
I'm not even sure.
The most amazing thing I read this week is it said from the census they found out that 140,000 people can't speak English. But how did they fill the census in?
Really badly.
It was saying that our second language now in this country is Polish.
Yeah, no, they said that in the paper, but the Daily Mail wrote this massive thing going, our second language is now Polish, like they were angry about it. Our second language is always going to be a foreign language, Daily Mail.
When you're talking about the Daily Mail.
They said that in London there was like 100 languages listed as main languages that weren't English. And none of them contained please, thank you, excuse me.
Because it's friendly up north.
I hate it when Northerners moan about London. They're always going, oh, it's not very
My
friendly
daughter
down there on the
lives
tube.
here
It's not
and
very
loves
friendly
it.
on the tube. You think, it's
Oh,
a
come
tube
on.
train, you're going somewhere, it's not a bleeding carnival.
Come on.
It's
I
going to work!
don't want to meet Mary Poppins everyone's all Dick Van Dyke, but you want someone to give you a smile, don't you?
I totally agree with Sean. I don't want people talking to us on public transport. The tube is the way it should be in London. The tube just mimics London life perfectly. Just get on, look at the floor, go home, wait to die. That's how it's I love the fact that someone could burst into flames on the tube, and all you'd get is a couple of people looking up from a Kindle going, prick.
Should we have a look and see if this is up there? Yes, the government is to introduce a new citizenship test. Personally, I think if you've got the stamina, determination and willpower to hang on to the underside of a lorry for 18 hours, fuck the test, welcome to Britain. So at the end of that round, Sean, Joe and Tina have 2 points. John, Rachel and Chris have 1. So our next round is Pick of the Polls. Sean, Tina, Joe, pick a question.
The bored-looking lady.
OK, here's your related question. Most people secretly want to do another job, true or false?
I'd say 99.9% of people would like to change their job.
I would.
What do you think your true calling is? What's your true calling?
I'd love to be a tax inspector.
I've never...
I've been working on my knock. Listen to my knock.
I don't know what a tax inspector's not. I've never met one, so I don't know.
You ever see T-shirts? You know the jobs you see on T-shirts, like beer taster general. I'd like to be that, or boob inspector. Leader of the Pussy Patrol. Those jobs. Can you actually get those jobs?
I ain't giving that job up. You'll have to wrestle me for it. It took me years to get to be leader of the Pussy Patrol.
And if you've got a missing cat, you can contact me.
What about you, Joe? Bet you'd like a different job, wouldn't you?
Toss up between a dinner lady or a falconer. Either or.
Dinner lady?
Yeah. Yes, I would.
I think there's absolutely zero chance that Joe would ever pass the CRB check to make a dinner lady.
I'd quite like to be a sniper. I've bought the bits and pieces already, so...
In an official capacity, or like for the army, or do you think in a...
freelance.
Tina, what do you think you would do if you had a job?
Probably be a... I'd like to be a diving instructor. No, a politician, to be honest.
Politician?
Quite seriously, yeah.
That's a great job to have. What would you do, John, if you weren't doing this?
I'd quite like to be a milkman. I'm a real buzz at giving people milk. But in my experience, unless you've got the uniform, it's weird. You just knock on someone's door with some milk and go, there you go.
If I couldn't do this, I'd like to be a zookeeper. But I wouldn't touch any shit.
I've got a friend who's a zookeeper, and it is an amazing job.
I've got a friend
that's got, really?
He's got a dangerous wild animal rescue facility in Woking, this little house in Essex. There's an emu, and he gave me an emu egg, which looks like a dino egg. It's bright green, and I made an omelette out of it the other day.
Oh. Well, that's...
Oh,
sorry, is this a rescue centre for the animals? If you're eating some of them...
No, it's an emu
We didn't
egg.
get the funding we were hoping for, so...
Well, Beaky hasn't got a boyfriend, so you're not eating it wouldn't be an emu because it's not fertilised. It's just an egg. It's
Go
just
very
like
nicely with the leopard bacon.
I'm sorry, Let's get some answers on this. So, most people secretly want to do another job, true or false? You're going to go... True! True. John?
We think it's true.
OK, I can tell you the answer is true. 54% of people secretly want to do another job. And the winner is the name of our final round. Here's your question. Most annoying thing couples do? Well, let's go to our specialist on this. John, what is the most annoying thing that loving couples do?
It's when they finish each other's...
sentences.
What pisses me off about my male friends is they... Because couples is great, isn't it, when you're in a relationship, but then men feel this obligation to pretend she won't let him come out, when really they just don't want to say to their mates, I'd rather watch a film and shag.
Yeah.
And listen to you moan on about your life. But they go, yeah, I'd love to calm down a boozer, but she won't fucking let up.
Yeah.
Just say it. Your relationship is better than your friendship with me. I'll take it. I don't give a shit.
Thing is, John, they're not even watching a DVD or having sex. They'd just rather not go out with you.
That's a lie, they are watching a DVD, because I'm watching through their window. You can change your plans, but I'll still be there, whether you know it.
Is it when they get captured by Somalian pirates? That's annoying. Oh, God. How long's this going to drag on for?
And they're away for months and they want to whip round and... Oh.
You're a couple. You don't go round the Horn of Africa. What are you thinking?
What do you think, Joe?
They're quicker on pedalos.
Well, what do you think, Tina? Most annoying thing couples do?
Lie to each other.
It's not annoying, is it? It's essential.
So you're newly married, right? You've been married less than a year.
Yep.
Do you ever get the sense you're annoying other people? When you go out to dinner in a restaurant, do you talk to each other?
Yeah.
That
When we
annoys
go out
me.
as a couple, though, he can't get a word in edgeways. He's quite quiet.
I'm like that with my husband. Oh. He can't get a word in. He's in the hotel at the moment, hungover.
He's in the hotel hungover?
Yeah, it was my birthday yesterday.
Right. And he drank through that, did he? Sure he did, sure.
What really annoys me about couples is when they don't refuse to put an offer in on any of the villas in Place in the Sun. And Tom and Tina have decided not to make an offer on any of the properties we've seen. I just watched you look at 5 properties. What was wrong with that kitchen? You can paint it, you stupid bastard. You're wasting everyone's time.
What do you think, Chris? What's the most annoying thing couples do?
Ask you to join in.
No, they do not do that.
Not let you join in.
Correct.
Is it argue in public?
That's the right thing.
Yes.
Yes, the most annoying thing that couples do is argue in front of other people. My dad had an amazing technique to avoid arguments in our house. He left when I was 2. Well, that sound tells me it's the end of the round and the end of the show. And I can tell you it's a draw. Everyone's a winner. Thanks to all our panellists, our wonderful studio audience, and to all of you for watching at home. If you want more, tune in to 8 out of 10 Cats Uncut on Wednesday. That's it from us. Good night.
Tonight on 8 out of 10 Cats, she's the one. It's Alex Jones. The Beard and the Wonderful. It's Joe Wilkinson. And their team captain, John Richardson. And facing them tonight, shut up, you slag! It's Danny Dyer. His legs go on for miles. It's Miles Jupp. And their team captain, Sean Locke. Now, welcome your host, Jimmy Carr.
Welcome to 8 out of 10 Cats, a show about opinion polls, surveys and statistics. Did you know, for example, 1 in 5 women have been offended by a partner calling them curvy? On behalf of men everywhere, I'd just like to say, sorry, fatty. 79% of pet owners sleep with their pets. But be careful, the last time I did, when I woke up, my duvet was soaking wet and my goldfish was dead. And 12% of adults regularly get sucked into money-making schemes. I got sucked into a money-making scheme. I made 50 quid, and to be honest, it didn't taste half as bad as I expected. Right, let's get started. What are you talking about? That's the name of our first round. Tonight, it's our panellists' job to guess what the British public think are the top 3 most intriguing, unexplained phenomena. Sean's team. What are the weird, strange things that people are interested in?
Oh.
What do you think?
UFOs. UFOs.
Yes.
I think he's saying UFOs. UFO.
Here we go, straight away.
UFO, well, the unidentified flying object. I've always thought unidentified flying object, as soon as they identify it, then it's just a flying object. And then if it lands, it's just an O. No, you believe in UFOs, don't you?
Yeah, I do, yeah, I've seen them.
You've seen them? What did you see when you saw them?
Well, I see a fucking UFO, didn't I? I don't know what it was, but it was flying about. It wasn't a helicopter, it wasn't a plane, it was a UFO.
Could have been a kite?
Might have been a kite. I think it's ridiculous to think we're the only things out there, and it's depressing if we are, no? Do you know what I mean? We're the most intelligent things out there.
Well, not you
Not
specifically.
me, specifically.
We walked into that.
Miles, do you believe in aliens?
I'm not sure. I'm just not impressed by the fact that UFOs tend to be saucers. You just think that they evolve in some way. If you think about, you know, the changes that, for instance, the potato peeler has gone through in that time, you sort of imagine things from another planet might have developed their means of getting around a little bit more.
It's the fact that when they get here, they always probe us and have sex with us. Makes me think they probably come all the time, but we're just like Marbella. It's just, where they come to get off with you. You want it work for you? Take your probe. I love it.
I mean, I think I've got little dogs that I bought recently, and we bring them to the vet about once every 3 weeks. And the vet, as soon as he sees my dogs, just goes, "Better put my finger up his bum." It must be a similar kind of thing. Maybe they're just a higher life form. They're trying to look out for us. Going,
You mean take the V off vet and you've got ET? Yeah.
If aliens do land, I'd quite like to be the person that greets them off the spaceship.
I think the chances of you being elected to that post.
Well, I'd actually make a very good ambassador for the planet, actually, Jimmy.
What would you say when you met the
Well,
alien?
for a start, I'm polite. I know. I'd lay on a buffet. And my mum's got a car, so if they need driving about, happy to do it.
You do have the look of someone who's been abducted. They usually
Yeah.
they go for your type.
No one believes us.
Well, that's the other thing I was thinking is if you had been abducted, you can't prove it, can you?
No, I can't.
You can only say you've been abducted.
Have you had people on the One Show about? You must have covered
We
UFOs.
have, yeah. I mean, Olivia Newton-John swears that she's seen a UFO.
Case closed.
But so, hang on, no. So has Peter Andre and Katie Price.
Danny, you went to America and you properly went in and saw footage of these.
I went and see a geezer called Stan Romanek.
Right.
Who's been abducted since he was a kid. I sound like such a prick talking about this.
No, it's interesting. It's interesting stuff.
Listen, and he's been abducted since he was a kid, and he showed me some mad shit. Right?
What did he show you? Because I saw the documentary.
He showed me an alien poking his head through a window.
You can't argue with that.
Honestly, I don't know what to say.
Can't. What can you say? You can
It
just
popped
go...
his little nut up over the window. Had a look at him. He screams. He showed me another one.
What was the other one?
The other one was in his kitchen. This one, it's got in. And you see its fingers come around the door frame, right long fingers.
Right.
They could come and then it's got a massive nut. This one, it's big, bigger than the other one.
Right. And then what? Did it say anything? Did it have a message?
No, it didn't say fuck all. Just looked at him. And you know, I'm gonna fuck off home. I think.
Okay. Well, let's have a look and see if UFOs are up there. The number one thing. Yes, UFOs. I once found myself surrounded by these strange, misshapen humanoids. I didn't know what to say, so I just said the first thing that popped into my head. Hello, Norwich. Johnson, what do you think are the other most intriguing unexplained phenomenon?
It's got to be ghosts.
It's got to be ghosts.
Do you believe in ghosts?
100%.
100%. Have you seen a ghost?
I'm going to sound a little bit mental now, though, aren't I?
Don't panic.
Babe, listen, it's sweet.
I do feel better, in fairness, because you've been through it first.
Go on, what happened?
Third date with current boyfriend, and we went to a tapas restaurant on the King's Road in London.
Right.
And we had drinks. Anyway, and I thought, weird, the restaurant's really empty, but yet there's a girl sat right next door to you. And I didn't say anything. After a while, I got my menu and went, it's weird, loads of room, why is she sitting next to you? And he was like, What? And literally, he swears that there was nobody there. I swear there was a girl there wearing a check shirt and a denim jacket.
Alex, this could be a career-ending appearance for you. Over the BBC, they're going, ooh.
You must have pulled some moves when you got back, because I don't get many dates, but I still think if I was on one and the girl saw a dead girl sat next to me, I'll call you, I'm going to move away from the country.
Miles, do you believe in ghosts?
On the basis of some of the facts we've heard tonight, I think they must exist.
I sometimes practice being a ghost.
Tell me more.
So, in the next life, I won't be shit at it. That'd be embarrassing, you know? So I do different things to practice. I move stuff, slam doors. Occasionally, I stand at the end of a stranger's bed while they sleep. Practice, get it right, you know, for when the time comes.
Yeah.
Dress up as a small girl, chill out in a tapas restaurant, see what happens.
Danny, I'm not going to ask. I'm not going to ask whether you've seen a ghost. I'm merely.
I've seen one.
Well, I'm not going to ask Danny because I'm just going to show this.
It's basically this long alleyway with a big wall outside and a big fence outside, right? And this was about three bells in the morning. Jumped over, me and my pal, walking along, a bit paranoid, and we saw someone walking towards us. And we thought, well, I don't want to bring it on top, turn around and go the other way. We'll just keep walking, you know what I mean? Kept walking, getting closer, nut down, didn't really want to look. As he's got closer, it was a monk. A monk with all the gear on and all that. It was a mad bit, so I didn't really pipe that much, you know what I mean? I thought, yeah, all right, sweet, he looks like a bit of a fat. If we have it on our toes, we'll be able to get away with him. So anyways, walked past this monk, and no word of a lie, I'd say 10 seconds later, we looked round, the was gone. There was an old monastery round there, we later found out, right? Now, I wish now, looking back on it, I'd have had a right pipe at his boat. Because it was obviously a ghost. I wish I'd have studied the a bit more and just took it in more. But I swear to God, it was a old pick. It was quite a life out of me, to be honest with you. It run me nuts for a long time.
Good, right? Danny, do you still regret not having more of a pipe at his boat?
I do. I swear. Well, listen, right, there's three alternatives, right? Right, it was a monk.
Wandering around in the middle of the night.
Right, which is knocking about, right?
Yeah.
It was like a fat geezer dressed as a monk, fit as a fiddle that could jump over a 20-foot wall. Or I was off me fucking nuts.
OK, let's have a look and see if ghosts are up there.
yes, ghosts.
I wrote a book about poltergeists, and I'm pleased to say it's literally flying off the shelves. OK, what other unexplained phenomenon are up there? Sean's team.
The Loch Ness Monster. The Loch Ness Monster.
I can tell you facts about the Loch Ness Monster. It was first spotted in 1934.
Yeah, see, I think, you know, I think that's like...
What do you think, Tim?
I've seen it, and...
What I want to know was, what was Nessie doing in the East End?
West Ham.
I went up there, you know. She's fucking off. Look, where's she going?
There's nobody there, Danny.
No, I don't believe in that one. That's one I don't believe in. I believe in everything else, but I'm not having that. I'm not having that Nessie bollocks.
Well, over 1,000 people claim they've seen the Loch Ness Monster.
You can go to Loch Ness any time, and they say, "Oh, you should have come here yesterday. Nessie was out in Holland and Barrett buying zinc tablets."
Well, Loch Ness has got it's got a Facebook page, so it must have gone to an internet cafe at some point.
That's a photo from 1934. I mean, that's irrefutable, isn't it?
I think it's a synchronised swimmer. That's what it is, synchronised swimming.
Well, the Loch Ness Monster is not up there. OK, John's team, what other unexplained phenomenon, mystery phenomenon, strange and wonderful things do people find fascinating?
Psychics.
Psychics? Have you ever visited a psychic?
8 times.
8 times?
Again, don't let this steer you in any direction as to whether I'm nuts or not.
So what did they tell you?
Oh, lots of different stuff, but I think the most weird one was when I was walking out of Boots, you know, Boots, and... Boots. You know, Boots. So I'm walking out of Boots, and this sort of deranged-looking woman comes towards me. She said, "You must buy a crystal." I went, "Oh, I'm all right."
She didn't have a check shirt on, did she?
She was older. She said, "You must buy a crystal." And I said, "Oh, I'm all right. I don't want a crystal." And she said, "Well, I'll give you the crystal." I said, "Well, all right." And she said, "It's good luck." And she said, "You've got to ditch that boyfriend of yours. He's very handsome, but you've got to get rid of him. He's no good for you. Next boyfriend, look for somebody with a J in the surname." Sure enough, 2 weeks later, new man, J in the surname.
That's what you doing what you're told.
No! See, she searched me out to give me that information. They look after you. John, don't look like that.
It was the she searched me out thing. Afterwards.
There was a lot of people in Boots, and she could have picked anybody, but she was drawn to me and gave me... And these people don't give crystals away willy-nilly.
I recently visited a psychic, and he could tell that I was unsuccessful with women and sometimes got mistaken for being homeless just by looking at me. That's weird.
That is crazy kind of powers. Danny, do you believe in psychics?
I done that Sally Morgan, and I was sort of open to it, and she wanted to meet me at a dog track.
Of course.
Cockney and all that. So I spent about 2 hours with her, and I'll tell you what, the bollocks coming out of her mouth, right? Because she went, "Right, do you know what? I'm going to do something I never do. Right. I'm going to tell you what dog is going to win the next race."
What did she say, greyhound?
What? So, listen,
It's a fair bet, innit?
Listen, she told me what one it was. I put a tongue down on it, £100, Jimmy, right?
Sure, I'm with you.
The fucking thing come last.
Let's have a look and see if psychics are up there. Yes, psychics. Whenever Most Haunted's on, it does make me wonder, what's on the other side? So at the end of that round, it's 1 point to Sean's team and 2 points for John's team. Our next round is pick of the polls. John, Alex, Joe, what do you like the look of?
We'll have Lady Gaga.
OK. Most people would rather wear something practical than look cool. True or false? What do you think?
Well, it's all about looking cool for me. Like under this, I'm wearing quite expensive lingerie. It's impractical, but I feel great.
Gives you the support you need.
No, it doesn't. It's the opposite. It's right up my arse.
But I think it is age dependent. People, you know, maybe, got to be careful here, 40?
I'm 40, yeah.
Downwards, go for, you know, look cool.
Have you seen the two guys you're sitting with? Do you suffer for fashion? Do you wear heels? Do you wear uncomfortable things to look good?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
I'll have a heel, if there's heels available.
If there's heels available, you have a heel.
But I also like a flat Converse.
I really want to say I've got a rocket in my pocket in your accent.
Do it.
I got a rocket in my pocket.
Danny, would you rather be practical or look cool?
Try a bit of both. I can't be fucked wearing a suit and all that, do you know what I mean? Can't do a tie.
Can't do a tie?
No, I can't do a tie. That's embarrassing, isn't it?
Oi!
Go on, mate, do him.
Yeah.
Well, this is the fight we've been waiting for.
You fucking giving it the big one. What's going on over here? What's happening here?
Yeah, mate, you're giving it the big one. He's a dickhead.
There does come a time in a man's life when he goes, yeah, slippers, come on.
No, I've got a pair of slippers. What about that?
What have you gone for? Have you gone for the Ugg slipper?
I've gone for a moccasin. I'm old school.
Moccasin? I haven't really considered a moccasin.
But don't put the whole moccasin on. Just, like, you know, push the back of it down so it's more of a flip-flop.
You're exactly right.
So you can just sort of slip your trotters into them, you know what I mean? Like,
slip your trotters in, yeah.
Have a shuffle about, you know.
Shuffle about, yeah.
When you need to kick them off and have a lay down, you got to fuck about with, you know, taking them off. Why the fucking hell am I talking about moccasins?
Miles, would you say you're a slave to fashion?
Yeah, I mean, for instance, what young Danny was just talking about with regards to his slippers, I have a very similar attitude towards my espadrilles in the summer. Always keep the backs down, certainly.
Well, both practical and cool. I mean,
It's not practical. No, we're all having a laugh, but they come off when you're going downstairs. Fine when you're going upstairs, and then you go off the first step, your bloody slipper slides down the stairs.
Who says I'm planning to go up or downstairs? Maybe I've moved into a bungalow to be safer.
Sean, what do you think? Practical? Do you go practical now?
Me now?
Well, I mean, for the show, you tend to, you know, you dress down a little bit, but heels and...
It's a liberty, that is, dressed down. I think, well, it's a strong top he's got on now.
Yes, yeah. Very strong top.
I mean... You can do the old collars up a bit, I think. You know what I mean? Have a pair of bollocks about you, fucking...
Yeah. That's better.
You look like you're ready for a tear-up now, you know what I mean? Like...
Oh, crikey. My tailor always says it's very important to have a pair of bollocks about you.
Let's get some answers on this. So what do you think? Most people would rather wear something practical than look cool. True or false? What do you think? You think true, you think practical is the way forward. OK, what do you think, John?
False.
We think false.
You think people like to look cool. OK, well, I can tell you, the answer is true. 73% of people would rather wear something practical than look cool. And the winner is the name of our final round. Here is your question. Top thing people learn from TV shows. Alex, what do you think you've learned on the One Show? Because you have interesting people on every day.
I don't know. Well, you know, things that don't really help you in real life.
Go on. Such as?
Such as seagulls live till they're 40, potentially. Too long.
It's too long for a seagull.
2 types of tidal energy.
Well, in and out.
Yeah, no. You do learn a lot, but sometimes when I'm not sure, I make things up.
Do you?
Only very, I mean, few and far between, Jimmy, but I can't, hand on heart, say 100% all the facts are correct.
I want to go on this One Show. Do you think they'll have me on there or what?
Danny, you're welcome.
You should get Danny to do an investigation for you, because you often get people in to do reports. He'd be amazing. He's done reports before.
No, I want to be the main guest. I don't want to get palmed off with a 5-minute thing.
Baby steps, Danny, baby steps. We've got to build up towards that.
I'd rather see them carry on with Giles Brandreth doing it, but you get to direct and write the script. Giles Brandreth having to say, now, I've come here to try on these cardigans, but she's fucking mugging me off.
Miles, have you learnt anything from TV?
Yeah, from television I've learnt the ease with which Postman Pat can be distracted from his round has dire implications for the overall efficiency of the Royal Mail. It's a worrying trend.
And he gets involved in other people's problems, doesn't he?
He's nosy. He's nosy.
He thinks he's been helpful, but...
Stop chasing cats. Deliver my fucking letters.
Busy wasn't he?
I think you've really...
Good postman and all that, lovely little cat, but one busy you know?
Oh, cool. Sean, have you learned anything else from television? I mean, other than the recent revelations.
I just can't wait to bump into an animator somewhere saying, what are you working on? He goes, this new show called Busy
Joe, have you learned anything from television?
The only thing I've learned is that people on X Factor who say, I know I've got the X Factor, don't tend to have the X Factor.
OK, top thing people learn from TV shows.
Is it that chefs, for some strange reason, chefs are allowed to swear? You know, you can't swear on gardening shows or property shows. I've never heard Kevin MacLeod halfway through Grand Designs go, winter's drawing in, and they still haven't got the fucking roof on. This is when you need to swear. Yeah. That's worth swearing for, not because some broccoli's overcooked. They haven't got a roof. But then Gordon does need to swear. He's obviously got issues. You don't get those lines in your face worrying about roast potatoes, do you?
Well, you got pretty close to it.
Chefs, cooking.
It's the right answer. Yes, the top thing people learn from TV shows are cooking tips. The best thing about my girlfriend's cooking is I know exactly what I'm going to get. Gastroenteritis. Well, that sound tells me it's the end of the round and the end of the show, which means the final scores are John, Alex and Joe have 2 points. Sean, Danny and Miles are the winners with 3 points. Thanks to all our panellists, our wonderful studio audience, and to all of you for watching at home. If you want more, tune in to 8 Out of 10 Cats Uncut on Wednesday. That's it from us. Good night.
On 8 Out of 10 Cats, Mamma Mia, it's Nancy Dell'Olio. Him and Hair, it's Joe Wilkinson. And their team captain, John Richardson. And facing them tonight, Golden Wonder, it's Greg Rutherford. The Emerald Smile, it's Jim Owen. And their team captain, Sean Locke. Now, welcome your host, Jimmy
Welcome to 8 Out of 10 Cats, a show about opinion polls, surveys and statistics. Did you know, for example, for every human in the world there are 1 million ants, but surprisingly, only 1 deck? 30% of men buy their partners red roses on their anniversary. I bought my girlfriend some red roses, some red lingerie, and we had some red wine. And then we went up to the bedroom and read. And 5% of women think their eyebrows are their best feature. Ladies, I don't know much about eyebrows, but I do know they shouldn't be poking out the sides of your pants. Right, let's get started. What are you talking about? That's the name of our first round. Tonight, it's our panellists' job to guess what the British public think of the top 3 sporting moments of the last year. John's team.
Well, I guess we have someone with us who was at probably the most famous sporting event and probably the most famous sporting day of last year.
Did you get tickets?
It's their Olympics and the legacy and all that. But London's Twitter account still has 1.5 million followers. I just think tidy your account up. They haven't tweeted for a year. It's time to stop now. But the Olympics was fantastic and you've done very well.
But for you, it's been spoiled by their inability to tidy up their digital messaging.
It was a fantastic event. I think Britain did a fantastic job. Not only the team, I mean, all the people behind. I mean, I think everything was absolutely perfect. So, well done, Britain.
Well, well done us.
Yes.
Well done, Britain. How far did you actually jump in the final?
8 metres 31.
I genuinely don't know how far that is. If you paced it out, how far would it be across?
Well, if you do 8 long paces, then like a foot.
8 long paces?
Yeah.
All right.
You've got to do it right, though, so it's
hang on, 8 long paces. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Fuck off, no way did you... You did 8.
Well, you're probably being a bit generous.
Oh, we've got a tape measure. Throw us a tape measure. Hang on, so I'll hold this.
It's not long enough.
8 metres.
Exactly.
All right, well, we'll do 8 metres and then we'll see. OK, so I'll hold that.
I've got something that's half a metre long. That's not me, no. I carry around a ruler with me.
OK, so that's 8 metres, and then you went a bit further.
Like, so, yeah, about here, where I'm standing.
That is mental. I'm gonna have a dart. Well, you had a running start, yeah?
Yeah, you can do it standing if you want.
All right, I'm gonna do a standing start.
Gives it.
Oh,
so that's at least a start. I mean,
also, I haven't done any training. You've been at this for 8 years, so...
That's true, that is
I reckon with the right funding.
That
is pretty impressive, though, isn't it?
Thank you.
That's pretty impressive. Come on, let's one more. Gold medal. Was it amazing being part of Super Saturday?
Yes, it was pretty special. I mean, it goes down as Mo, Jess and that random ginger guy who turned up as well on the day.
But your life will be different after tonight.
Oh, really?
Yes.
I
don't know what Nancy's got planned for you. Sounds like the ginger kid's getting laid.
It is amazing meeting you, Greg. You know, but it does sort of remind me how shit my year was last year. Like, you won a gold medal and I had my bird table stolen. Completely different years.
Is that on Super Saturday?
Actually, I did have a good Saturday that Saturday because I had spaghetti bolognese for a tea, so... I'm with you, buddy.
Both winners.
Like, the way Mo did you think of doing anything? Like...
I did kind of consider it, because obviously the Mobot is massive, but then
I hate it, I think it's rubbish.
I'd be ripping it off and then people hate me.
I know he's a really nice guy, everyone really likes him, but it's shit, isn't it?
It is. You know the M from YMCA, why didn't he just do the M from...
It was the M.
But that's not the M.
Yeah, that is the M from YMCA. What did you thought the M was that?
Yeah, but he's from down under, isn't he?
Yeah. OK, let's have a look and see if the Olympics are up there. Of course, the #1 thing, the Olympics. Jess Ennis was at the peak of physical fitness in the heptathlon. Watching her, I couldn't help feeling ashamed of myself because I could see what I was doing reflected in the telly. Sean's team, what do you think the nation enjoyed over the last year in the sporting world?
Well, I would say Andy Murray would be one, wouldn't it? Winning the US Open, the first title he's won, and he won an Olympic medal, didn't he?
He's bloody good. Are you a big fan of Andy Murray?
Yeah, I think he's done a good job for tennis and everything else. Relatively nice guy, so...
Relatively nice guy, wow. All right, get a room, Jesus. He's a relatively nice guy. He's done a good job for tennis.
Well, his problem is he had to eradicate his personality, because when he started, like, you can see on court, he's clearly got a lot of passion and things, but when he started, he would mess about in interviews and do jokes, and he's got loads of abuse for it. So now he just deliberately tries to be as tedious as he can. His interviews now, after, like, the most incredible tennis game, go, yeah, it was quite awkward because I hit the ball, but he moved when I'd hit it. So I had to hit the ball to the other side, but he moved again, so I kept... Then I tried to go down the middle, but he was there as well. It was absolutely...
He lost 2 toenails, but they didn't say which 2 it was, because it's only your big toe and your little toe that have names.
This is 100% true. Andy Murray, during the final with the US Open, he lost 2 toenails, turned black and fell off during the game. But, sorry, so we don't know which 2 because they've...
Because it's only your big toe and your little toe have names. And big toe's the only toe that actually does anything. All the rest of the toes are just hanging around with him. Like, if you move your toes up and down.
OK, all right, yeah, I'm doing it.
I know, everybody's doing it.
I'm doing my big toe now.
The big toe's the only one that actually goes up and down. All the rest of them are just going, what's going on? My little toe's in a real bad way. It's rolled right over.
But you don't get this on the commentary, do you? You never get a commentator going, and I imagine Andy Murray's toes are going black.
Do you play tennis at all, Joe?
No.
No.
I'm a bit annoyed, though, because my application to be a ball boy got turned down again. I don't know why I bother.
That wasn't by Wimbledon authorities, it was actually by the local police.
Yeah. You could just pick the balls up and just press them against your beard. Carry them in your beard. That'd look a lot better.
See, I could do it.
Do you watch tennis? You a fan of Andy Murray?
Yes. No, I'm a fan of Roger Federer. I do like Andy Murray, but I have a crush on Roger.
You've got a crush on Roger Federer?
Yes.
Well, if you would like, you know, someone that looks a little bit like his special needs younger brother...
I know. Well, that's what I said.
Look no further, my friend.
You look like Federer if he stood in front of that ball cannon. Just went...
What are you saying?
Puffed up.
Emma, you come second. Well...
not often.
You do.
You just said.
Well, I can tell you, Andy Murray is not in our top 3, but I don't mean to take anything away from Andy Murray, but let's put this into perspective. Andy Murray has won 1 Grand Slam, which means he's won just 1 more Grand Slam than me. John Steen, what else has the nation loved over the last year of sport?
I'm thinking football. The league, who won the way? Manchester City.
The last day of the season.
And
Phenomenal.
the way they won, not only the last day, the last 5 minutes. So that was like a extraordinary victory. Do you like football, Jimmy?
I feel like we're speed dating now.
You don't like football?
I don't really like football.
You must have liked that, though. You must have. You cannot watch that and not get excited.
Exactly.
I burnt my house down. I'm not even a City fan. I just couldn't. I was so excited. Before I knew it, I was lighting a torch and just...
Shall we have a look at that wonderful moment? Let's have a little look at that wonderful moment.
It's finished at Sunderland. Manchester United have done all they can. That Rooney goal was enough for the 3 points. Manchester City are still alive here. Balotelli, Aguero! I swear you'll never see anything like this ever again. So watch it, drink it in. They've just heard the news at the Stadium of Light. 2 goals in added time for Manchester City.
Nothing.
Nothing. I mean, you know, well, a bit. I mean, it looked pretty good.
It made it sweet because they beat Man U, didn't they, the last day? And I understand their rivalry, you know, between the two teams, because I have a very similar rivalry with the girl band Little Mix. Because they're worried I'm going to take their title as a new pop sensation. And, you know, sometimes it kicks off. We had a fight in the pub car park recently. 4-on-1's not fair. They battered me, but...
Do you like football? You were happy about Manchester City winning?
Hey? Yes. So I'm not used to a woman talking to me. I heard stuff, but it didn't go in. Sorry.
Oh, OK.
It's hot in here.
Well, I can tell you, Man City's title win is not up there, but Manchester City won their first Premier League title in 44 years. Well, that's not strictly true. For 43 years straight, they won shittest club in Manchester. Sean's team.
Is it the Bradley Wiggins?
Oh.
Bradley Wiggins from Yorkshire. He won the Tour de France.
Like yeah,
He does. He lives in Yorkshire and he sounds like a real Yorkshire name, doesn't it? Bradley Wiggins.
My favourite Yorkshire expression is tin, 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 which means it isn't in the tin.
Tin, tin, tin.
Tin, tin, tin. No. Tin, tin, tin.
It's not really a saying, something you might use as a proverb, isn't it? Like, you know, oh, grandma's fell downstairs again. Ah, well, tin, tin, tin.
I like the way you've added a dance. This has got even better. Tin, tin, tin.
If you had Tintin DVDs and they were in the tin, then you could say, where have you put DVDs? In tin, tin, tin. Then you went to find it and it wasn't there, and you went, I went to tin, 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 but it didn't tin, tin, tin.
Tin, tin, tin.
Can't get anything else.
Do we need to talk about Bradley Wiggins anymore? I mean, I think we've covered it.
He won the Tour de France.
Incredible.
It's an incredible achievement.
Amazing.
It's a Herculean task. The race it's got 20 stages. It's a total of 3,497 kilometres. And he did that in 87 hours and 34 minutes, which is like way better than my personal best.
If they just made it a bit more interesting, like just close peg a playing card to the back wheel, so at least you can hear when they're going faster.
Or with stabilisers on.
Or he does the whole tour with E.T. in a basket.
Did you watch it?
I did, yeah. Actually, that was by far, in my opinion, the biggest sport moment of the year.
And he got Olympic goals as well. I mean,
yeah, exactly.
But
the thing is, he did that like 10 days after winning the Tour. Can you imagine sort of doing that and then going off and then doing it again in like 10 days' time?
I can't imagine the first one, never mind. The 10 days off is the only bit of that I can relate to.
Exactly.
Didn't he get run over as well, though, didn't he, after he won? Was it him?
Yeah, he was in a petrol station and someone ploughed into him.
The only thing I remember is the quote, because the woman who knocked him over said, of all the people to hit. So she was going to go, why couldn't it have been a kid? Oh.
Nancy, what did you make of Bradley Wiggins? Are you aware of Bradley Wiggins' work?
Absolutely. I mean, it is one of the greatest, another greatest moment for Britain's sport.
Do you think he deserved the Sports Personality of the Year?
Absolutely, yes. I think he was the only one who only won the Tour de France and everything, and then he won the Olympics, so absolutely, yes. He looks quite very cool. I mean, that's the other thing. He's not only sports personality, is the way he looks is quite cool.
Do you like facial hair? Because I've probably got twice as much as him.
Well, that's why I do like you.
Eh? Don't know what's happening.
OK, let's see if Bradley Wiggins is up there. Yes! The 3-week Tour de France is one of the world's most gruelling sporting events to watch. OK, fingers on buzzers, one more thing to get.
Must be the Paralympics.
Mm-hmm.
Which was a triumph of everyone. Because everyone said, well, the Olympics will be shit. And then the Olympics was amazing. They said, well, that'll be it now then. And then the Paralympics was amazing as well. Everyone carried on loving sport. It was a phenomenal thing for Britain, wasn't it?
Absolutely phenomenal.
Did you watch a lot of it?
I watched a fair bit, yeah. I liked... well, I'll be honest.
Yeah.
My standout moment was Jodie Cundy losing his shit. I did enjoy watching a man just absolutely do what everyone else would want to do in sport.
I think for me as well, I think it's the best moment. Have a look at Jodie Cundy.
Well, there's an awful lot of booing. It's booed out the announcer, but he's just said there is no restart. His race is run, and it's over. Alfonso Cabello, Spain, with a world record, wins the gold. John Allen Butterworth of Great Britain is second.
Come on.
I'd probably do the same. If that is honestly the biggest moment of your life, and you have given up everything for it for a few years, and then somebody tells you no, and it actually wasn't his fault. Something went wrong with what was gripping his back wheel, and it didn't release him.
And his name sounds a bit like something you'd hear in a clinic. Can you see me next? I've got a bit of a Jodie Cundy.
I did like the people in the wheelchairs.
The werewolf was... I mean, he was incredible. He's a monster with that thing. He got 4 golds.
Yeah.
The T54 800, 1500 and 5000 and marathon.
Yeah.
Sounds greedy.
Battersea Dogs Home named a dog after him, didn't he?
I had one named after me as well, actually.
A dog?
I did, yeah. I tried to get it for me because I wanted another dog, and then they gave it to somebody else.
Wouldn't it confuse you to have a dog with the same name as you?
I'd probably...
If you were in the park shouting your own name, you've got a bit of a dickhead.
Do you know what I call my dog? Attack. I go, attack! Attack! What, attack? Attack! Really disconcerts everyone in the park.
Let's have a look and see if the Paralympics is up there. Yes, of course, the Paralympics. Oscar Pistorius won Paralympic fame for running and has gone on to worldwide fame in shooting and cricket. So at the end of that round, it's 1 point to Sean and 2 points to John. And the winner is the name of our final round. Here is your question. Best way to relax after a hard day's work?
2 weeks off.
Best way to relax after a hard day's work is 2 weeks off. What do you think? Oh, go on.
I like to relax by recreating the scene from Ghost with a potter's wheel.
Where you're...
well, because I do it with my flatmate Mark, because he looks a bit like Whoopi Goldberg.
It's extraordinary. OK, so, Nancy, how do you relax of an evening after a hard day's work?
Well, I will have a hot bath with a drink, and then have a very deep tissue massage.
Jesus. I think I prefer yours.
Well, definitely, you prefer mine.
Who's the masseuse? Who's...
Well, I don't have to tell on TV, but I have a few.
Oh, that kind of massage, I see.
No.
What sort of tissues do you use?
Deep tissues.
Deep tissues.
Deep tissues.
Deep tissues. Is your bath one of the ones that you get in the side and it fills up when you're in there?
I had a bath the other day where I had, with the technology, I have my iPad on the toilet with the lid down, obviously, I'm not an idiot. And you put a film on your iPad, and I had cheese and biscuits and a glass of wine, and it was one of the happiest moments of my life. Then I finished the cheese and biscuits, and I thought, I'll just watch this downstairs on telly.
I like to go down to the sauna and apologise for my conduct of the previous evening. So, I shouldn't really come here when I'm drunk and force you to open up. I'm sorry about that last night.
Well, apology accepted.
Yes.
Greg, how do you relax after training?
If it's been like a jump session or something, then I have to sort of get the sand out of bits of my body, which is...
Deep tissue.
Deep tissue.
How are you normally doing the jump? Have you thought of wearing shorts?
You'd have thought they'd have invented a better substance now, like a really thick custard or something. So you sort of slide into it and it leaves a groove, but you can just wash the custard off afterwards.
I mean, sandblast, they do the sandblast things that they have instead of getting the bath. Just get one of those high-powered hoses.
They burn paint off walls.
Right.
OK, so best way to relax after a hard day's work?
I like to hang around by bottle banks. Or I dress up as a knight.
Sorry, you dress up?
Dress up as a knight, full armour, then put a film on.
A night in?
Because that's what they would have done. I do the 165 times tables.
Just run me through the first 4 or 5 of those.
Well, times 165 is 165.
Yeah?
2 times 165 is 320. 3 times...
Start again, Sean. Start again. 1 times. We'll start again.
1 times 165 is 165. 2 times 165 is 330. 3 times 165 is 495. Is it have a drink? Is it have a drink?
It's not have a drink. Have a drink is number 5 on the list.
Watch a bit of telly.
The right answer.
Yeah.
Watch TV. Yes, the best way to relax after a hard day at work is watch TV. I always like to sit in front of the telly and veg out, and by that I mean I don't wear any trousers. Well, that sound tells me it's the end of the round and the end of the show, which means the final scores are Sean, Jamone and Greg have 1 point. John, Nancy and Joe are the winners with 3 points. Thanks to all our panellists, our wonderful studio audience, and to all of you for watching at home. If you want more, tune in to 8 out of 10 Cats Uncut on Wednesday. That's it from us. Good night.
Dancing shoes, it's Bess Daly. She's the bee's knees. It's Aisling B. And their team captain, John Richardson. And facing them tonight, newsflash, it's Christian Guru Murthy. From beard to eternity, it's Joe Wilkinson. And their team captain, Sean Locke. Now, welcome your host, Jimmy Carr.
And welcome to 8 out of 10 Cats Uncut, a show all about opinion polls, surveys and statistics. Did you know, for example, 10% of British people let their pet sleep in their bed? There's nothing more relaxing than waking up in the night to feel the weight of your dog on your chest, to feel his fur, hear his gentle panting and sense his eyes staring at you in the darkness. Until you realise, hang on a minute, I haven't got a dog. 54% of teenagers never go to the cinema. Really? Where do they make their phone calls? And 25% of Brits rate themselves 10 out of 10 in the bedroom. I'd give myself 9.9 because I fell over on the dismount. Right, let's get started. What are you talking about? That's the name of our first round. It's our panellist's job to guess the British public's top 5 most popular talking points. Johnstein, what do you think people have been talking about this week?
I don't really talk to people. Tend to move away when
We put 2 girls on your team this week because we thought it would force you to talk to girls.
OK. Hey.
All right, John. Yeah.
Girls.
Done. What about Tesco saying that we're throwing away, is it 2/3 of our food that we buy?
Phenomenal.
So much wasted food.
Yeah, well, specifically, it's the bagged salad. They reckon 2/3 of it goes in the bin. Tess, do you waste any food?
Well, I try not to, but yeah, hands up, I'm guilty of occasionally throwing away a bag of salad that's gone past its sell-by date.
You've got kids, give it to them.
Well, I do.
Whatever you and Vernon don't have, throw to them.
I do. And if it's not them, it's the dog. But occasionally you do find yourself throwing stuff away, don't you?
The thing is the labelling, isn't it? Because they say bag salad, mixed leaves, but actually that's not accurate, is it? It should be mixed leaves stroke compost. That's what it is. You're basically buying a bag of compost. Because sometimes, you know, it's gone off by the time you got it home. I go through red lights just to get the food home so I can eat it. Have a picnic in the car park.
I think there's a smell test where we all believe the best before date, just give it a sniff. If you're not sick in your mouth, it's fine.
Yeah. It seems like a lot of waste, 2/3 of everything you eat, but I thought about it, it's true, because I've got an example of, like, if I'm eating a packet of 3 Scotch eggs, I'll eat one and throw the other 2 at cyclists.
You've really put that in terms everyone can relate to.
I waste so little. I went on holiday and took some Nurofen, because you can never be too prepared on a holiday, can you?
No, John.
And when I got back, I saw that one of the Nurofen had popped out of the little metal thing they're in, and I didn't want to waste it, so I ate it. Didn't even have a headache. Just thought, I'm not putting that in the bin. Then I had to get shit-faced just to get the benefit out of it.
I hate food waste. I think it's the worst thing in the world. I'd eat things off the floor just to make sure there's no waste. I also hate mice. And one time, my flatmate, to catch a mice for me while I was asleep, left some peanut butter by the toaster with rat poison on it and a spoon. And I came downstairs the next morning, I was like, oh, waste not, want not, I had to go to hospital and get my stomach pumped. It shows how much I hate food waste and also how easy I'd be to trap. But it's...
Christian, do you waste food?
I do waste food. I'm really bad. I'm a bit obsessive about the dates. So I'm always the one who looks at the date and it says it runs out on the 23rd, so I can't eat it. Because if it's off, then I might want to be sick or something. So,
Christian, you've been reading the news and all these stories about, you know, conspiracies too long. It's planned. Years ago, there was a flood in Honduras, and a woman was in a tree giving birth to a baby. A helicopter came along and pulled her out of the tree as she gave birth to the baby, and she was put into the helicopter with the umbilical cord still attached, and they both survived. Your bag salad isn't going to kill you.
I feel that story might have been a sledgehammer to crack a nut there, really. There was a helicopter and a flood in Honduras to get him to eat some salad.
A bad bag of salad might make you rush the news, won't it?
Well, I've got a weak stomach, and reading the news on a weak stomach is not good.
No.
My sister once had to throw up. She's a newsreader as well, and she had to throw up in between the stories. So she would do an intro and then go... and then carried on, you know.
Was it a particularly gory story?
There was nobody to relieve her.
Madonna has a new video out where she tries to be sexy. Sean, do you read the best before dates? Do you adhere to them?
No. I've got pesto in my fridge that Assad wouldn't fire at insurgents. I don't give a monkey, so I'm fine. I've got a cast iron stomach.
Yeah.
The problem is, we have a generation growing up now who have never seen Ready, Steady, Cook. So they don't know how to make a meal out of a Mars bar, a red pepper and a stock cube. So they open the cupboards and everything's a meal anyway, and they just go, oh, I've got nothing in. Ainsley Harriott would have turned that into a gourmet feast and been delightful company in the meantime.
OK, let's have a look and see what's up there. Yes, Tesco has revealed the extent of food wastage in the country. According to the survey, 53% of food in this country goes to waste. The rest goes to hips and bums. Right, girls? Sean Steen, what else has the nation been talking about?
Alex Ferguson has written a book. He's basically got a few things off his chest about various players.
Did you think it was controversial?
I think people sort of having a go at him, saying, oh, why is he washing his dirty laundry in public? But imagine managing footballers for that many years. We all know what monumental tossers they are. Imagine just having to manage 22, 25 of those for 26 years. I can't believe he just hasn't just shot himself one day.
I can't believe you can get those guys on a bus. It must be like trying to herd cats. Yeah. We have to be there by 2. Honestly, there's a kick and a whistle.
I thought what was interesting is the cover. His nose isn't red. It's the one photograph where his nose isn't red.
You've got a picture of him? Here's a picture. There he is.
Yeah, look at his nose. It's brilliant. That's his home nose. That's what he wears to the United home games.
Someone should have told him to hold it a bit higher. That looks like his penis is a tiny little Alex Ferguson.
He called his My Autobiography, which isn't... It's quite a lazy title. The only way it could have been shitter if it was just called Book.
The most disgusting line in his book was the revelation that the hardest part of Roy Keane's body is his tongue. I don't want to know how he found that out, but what a disgusting image that is. That's a man who's broken legs. What can he do with his tongue? My God.
He can break hearts.
I was a bit gutted it came out this week, if I'm honest, because I released my autobiography this week as well.
Is it out this week?
Yeah, it's called Sex Panther. To be honest with you, it's mainly about panthers. Yeah, it's mainly
some great pictures in there.
Yeah, yeah. There's a couple with my top on. Can't find them.
Morrissey's got one out as well. Morrissey's got one out.
Yep.
Yeah. I like to read them in tandem. I read a line of Fergie's, then a line of Morrissey's. So he goes, I wept for days when I realised my bicycle would one day rust. Rooney is an arsehole.
OK, let's have a look and see if Alex Ferguson's up there. Yes, Alex Ferguson's autobiography was released this week. In the book, Ferguson is scathing about David Beckham, Roy Keane and Wayne Rooney. If that lot ever learn to read, they'll be livid. OK, John Steen, what do you think the nation should be talking about? Are you going to hug her?
Strictly come dancing.
Oh,
You'd be great in Christmas charades.
You've never seen a faffafoo?
No, we're
People are talking about Strictly, of course, aren't they?
Of course they are.
Because people are dancing and it's nice. It tires out the mums, doesn't it?
A lot of dancing.
You know, like kids, you send them to the park so they sleep. That's for mums and nanas, innit, Strictly? They get all excited and you go, oh, she'll sleep tonight.
The thing about Strictly is a little bit of something for everyone, isn't there? There's like the reality TV element for the 20-year-olds, and for the 30-year-olds there's a celebrity thing, and then for the nanas there's live music.
Well, let's not forget there's a lot of stuff for the dads.
And for the dads, yeah.
So who's Vanessa Feltz for?
I'm always fascinated by Britain's refusal to let Bruce Forsyth go. I mean, he's just like Britain's Nelson Mandela.
He is our Nelson Mandela.
He is. They're going to be wheeling that man out in 20 years' time and going, what was that, Bruce? Was that a joke? Tap once for yes and tap twice for no. Is it true, Tess, that they've told men to cover up? Have they done that?
Oh, Ben last week.
Oh, was it?
Ben when he's doing the samba. Well, no, because the rumours were he's going to have a bare chest, and I'm sure further down the line, ladies and gents, he will have a bare chest.
Oh, my God, you heard it here first.
It is frustrating, though, not that they can't take their tops off, isn't it? Quite frustrating. I just think it's a shame. Like, I find it frustrating. Like, I'm not allowed to go bottomless on this show. They make me wear my trousers and pants even though I'm behind a desk. What's the point?
It's health and safety. We've been through this. Christian, would you ever go on Strictly?
I have been asked. It's basically middle-class porn, isn't it? What Strictly comes down to, as far as I can tell. I mean, it's like... it's the job of the female newsreaders to sort of bounce around to entertain the bloke.
Like your sister.
And...
Well, this is...
What I find particularly annoying about Strictly is that if you are a camp man, you are allowed to be ruder than a man who is not camp. For example, if I were to watch Rachel Riley dance and I were to say, your bottom looked like a sack of potatoes there and frankly it made me sick, there'd be complaints. But if I were a camp man like Bruno and your bottom looked like sack potatoes, you might...
OK, let's have a look and see if it's up there. Yes, Strictly Come Dancing continues. One of the celebrities, Patrick Robinson, is from Casualty. His dance starts well, but halfway through he starts climbing a stepladder to hang Christmas lights over a bath, and you think this isn't going to end well. We're still trying to guess the most talked about things this week. Sean's team.
The thrilling climax to the Great British Bake Off. Yeah, or as I like to call it, Britain's Got Trifle.
Did you watch it, Sean?
No. I don't watch it out of any kind of, you know, I don't have a problem with it, any issue with it. Just didn't happen to watch it.
I was a bit disappointed by the winning pie. It was just a pie.
What were you hoping?
Well, something a bit special. Like, I don't know, pie with Wi-Fi. Can't do that. Bullshit.
There were people who called Ruby, who was in the final, a filthy slag. I mean, to get into the habit of calling cake makers a filthy slag is dangerous, because most of them are in their 70s. I'll swear at a cake, if a cake is really nice, I might go, oh, you dirty bastard.
You never shouted at a baker before?
No, I don't think so.
Just going, yeah.
I don't watch it an awful lot, but I do see Mary Berry a lot because she lives very close to me, so I bump into her in the local supermarket, which is brilliant because I get to look in a trolley in a basket.
Is she by Mr. Kipling? I bet she is.
No, but interestingly enough, we've got a local frozen food shop. Allegedly, she goes in and buys a pre-cooked brownie tray bake.
That filthy slag.
I mean, at a bus stop in Buckinghamshire. You see her, she thinks she saw that, she buys pre-made. Christian, did you partake?
Well, it's a bit like Breaking Bad, the Great Bake Off. The idea of it is a bit ludicrous and you wouldn't want to watch it, but then if you catch it, it's amazing. And you learn a lot, and it's quite addictive.
I would rather see the kind of shit bakers. You know, like, you know at the start of X Factor when they show the really deluded
the crazy ones that can't really do it.
I want to see the guy that baked a pie with, like, a lever arch file in it, or like, decorate a cake with his own hair. That's what I want to see. It lashes out when he doesn't get through.
What you're saying is you want to be on the show?
Yeah, I love it.
OK, let's have a look and see if it's up there. Yes, the #1 story. Yes, the Great British Bake Off was the most talked about thing this week. Bake Off's not been a great success in America, of course. Over there, it's a dieting show. OK, fingers on buzzers. One more thing still to get. What do you think?
I think it's maybe heat and energy. There's all these new nuclear plants that they're launching because the heat has gone up 10%. And the only people who are going to win from that are the perverts in the strip clubs, because they're going to get more dance for their dollar now, because the strippers will be like, oh, I'm going to take off my woolly hat, take off my big coat. It'll go on for an extra 20 minutes before they get to the nipple tassels.
I don't think the first bit is really what the men are there for.
Really?
I don't think the bobble hat bit they're enjoying.
Do you go to the loo?
I don't go anywhere.
Where's the magic, John? Where's the magic on that you can't start with the hat?
I love your idea of a strip club where the girl comes in with a hat and a coat. Everyone here? Right, I'll get myself ready. Right, back to nuclear power. John.
Well, there's going to be no energy left, so we're going to have to build some more nuclear power plants, is what's happening, because... Well, basically, because we've all come weak. I like the cold. I like a little bit of... It's romantic, isn't it, the cold? But to fill the deficit from the energy companies' prices going up and up and up, we're going to build nuclear power stations.
It's a non-renewable source of energy, so it has to go up because we can't keep drawing from the earth forever, guys.
Yeah, well, we can till while we're alive. Which is the main issue on the table at the moment. I think what we should do is all refuse to pay our energy bills. If everyone did it, like in a mass disobedience.
Just that woman and you,
Yeah.
it sounds like.
It's two. Once you got two,
She's only
you got
clapping her
four.
hands to stay warm. She's like, oh.
Just everybody, just choose a quarter. We just choose one quarter, and everyone just says, no, sorry, we're not. Because there's 6 energy companies, and it's a cartel, really. There's no difference.
Yeah.
And then what they need to do is people generally need to have, like, some kind of civil disobedience. I'm trying to be like the utility Gandhi. That's who I see myself as. And everybody just says, no, we're not paying it. And that quarter, nobody... Because they can't cut everybody off.
They get their energy from Russia, though, so it'll be the Russians who just turn the tap off. You just go, you don't pay for gas, you don't get gas. I put the shoulder laugh in just because I thought I made him too evil. They're putting it in Somerset, which is incredible, because Somerset has about 5 years' worth of energy from burning dead badgers. Piled them all up. They just set fire to the badgers. They could keep toasty warm.
Or don't shoot the badgers. Put the badgers in like a hamster wheel. Get them working.
Joe, you're probably an expert on this, I would imagine. What do you think about nuclear power?
Well, I'm not... Yeah, I know we need more energy, but I'm not really bothered about electricity because I quite like sitting in the dark. And I own a pair of night vision goggles. So I'm quite happy.
What happens with night vision goggles if you wear them in the day?
It hurts real bad. Yeah, I was wearing them, I opened the curtains, didn't realise 8 in the morning, lost one eye.
OK, I can tell you it's not one of the most talked about things this week, but the nuclear power station will be built at Hinkley Point, or as it will be known in 5 years, the Forbidden Zone. Fingers on buzzers, one more thing to get. Go on.
It's the christening of the royal baby.
Yeah. Exciting, wasn't it?
They christened him his official title, which is Prince George at Asda. So they're in touch with common people.
Yeah. Would you like to be asked to be one of the godparents?
I think...
would have been a tough choice for them. But...
I think it'd be a very difficult choice for everybody involved. I think it's wise that we discussed it and it was agreed that for both parties it wasn't going to work out.
And that's why Joe got the job.
I'm quite liberal about these things in the church, though. I mean, I'm a godfather to someone, and I said, when they asked me, I said, but I'm not a Christian. And they said, don't worry, just come and meet the vicar. And I said to the vicar, obviously, I'm not Christian. And he said, don't worry. When I just say, you know,
none of us are. Sorry, carry on.
Well, he basically told me to lie. He said, you know, when they ask you the question, you know, will you bring this child up in the tradition or whatever it is, just say yes. It's fine.
Joe,
I was saying the big scandal was that some of the royals didn't get invited. I was like, that's good. Christenings are shit. There's no disco, you can't smoke. You have to get the gravy stains off your suit. This is a grey suit, it's just covered in gravy.
He didn't look very happy, though, did he, in the photographs, the official pictures of baby George?
We've got an official photo.
Have we? Look.
Look at that, he's got tentacles.
Oh, look. It's only his second ever public appearance and he's wearing a frock.
These sort of things are the only days where weirdos get called well-wishers.
That's a very good point, well made, yeah. You can sort of go out and about in London and no one
free as a bird
that
day. I can wave at babies and no one arrests me.
I never care about other people's christening. I have just come from St James's Palace, actually, from here. I was at a royal reception with Prince Charles and Camilla.
What were you doing at a royal reception?
No, they're going off to India and Sri Lanka, and they wanted to get in the mood, so they invited some British darkies. And
sorry, so they're going to...
So glad you said it, not me.
They're going where, sorry?
They're going to India and Sri Lanka.
And they invited you round to kind of get...
Yeah, me and a few friends. Get in the mood,
get some
taste
travel
curry.
We've got a picture of you there. Let's have a look. There you are.
Oh, gosh. That was quick.
Well, they're pictures. They're just... You can email them. We don't have to go into Snappy Snaps to get it developed.
Yeah, well, there I am, sucking up to Camilla.
What did you talk to Camilla about?
I talked to her about something really serious. We are both patrons of the same charity.
Oh.
So I talked to her about that.
It won't get reported as a serious conversation. Whatever the royals say, in the papers they put, they quipped, or they... As if they're these piss-funny, hilarious... The front page of the paper said, "It's the first time the baby's been quiet today," joked William. That is not a joke, is it? That is a statement. That's just a fact. He was noisy, and now he's not noisy. You cannot tell these people they're funny. They get enough, they get driven everywhere and carried in gold carriages. They need an honest appraisal, at least, of their comic talent. To be told, fine what you do, but that's a shit joke.
OK, let's see if George is up there. Yes, it was Prince George's christening this week. Sadly, DNA tests have revealed Prince George actually belongs to a Romany gypsy couple from Greece. So, those were the most talked about things this week. But in other news, the German Chancellor, Angela Merkel, has accused the American Secret Service of bugging her phone. I'm not being funny, but if history's taught us anything, it's keeping an eye on the Germans. Never a bad idea. A cat in a Moldovan prison has been caught smuggling cannabis into inmates. The cat has now been sentenced to death, which means it can only do it 8 more times. And the Vatican has announced it's forming its very own cricket team. They should be good because pretty much every Catholic priest can be described as not out. So at the end of that round, Sean, Joe and Christian have 3 points. John, Tess and Aisling have 2 points. Our next round is Pick of the Polls. John, Tess, Aisling, pick a question.
Can we have the robot, please?
Of course you want the robot. A recent survey revealed 61% of people would be happy to shop at a fully automated store with no human interaction. So we asked our studio audience, would you rather be served by a machine or a human being?
It's really annoying, isn't it, when you're in a supermarket and you use one of the automated tills and a light is flashing, it's either the DVD or a bottle of wine, and you know, you need help. They never work, those things.
You're supposed to pay for them before you leave.
I've lost it with them. I've just shouted at the machine. So I've swiped this loads of times, and I've just said, look, I'm taking the chicken, OK? Do your worst. The chicken's coming with me. So I'm a hostage, so I walk out of the shop like this, go, I'm having this chicken, OK? I've tried to pay, you won't take it, I'm going. Drives me nuts.
Yeah.
And then you swipe, nothing swipes, and then you go, an apple, no sticker on it, just goes boop, and you go, what the... Get in your head.
Occasionally, I like to put an unexpected item in the bagging area just to hear a woman's voice.
Christian, would you rather human interaction, Christian, or...?
It depends what kind of mood I'm in. Generally, if the machine worked, I'd rather have a machine in a shop, but the machines don't work. It's like when you go to Heathrow, they've got the machine immigration thing, so that you can avoid the large queue, and then you queue up for the machine, and you put your passport on the machine, and the machine says, go and talk to a person. It doesn't work. So if the machines work, fantastic, but they don't.
I think they do. I'd rather have a machine, because sometimes I'm buying stuff I do not want to have a conversation about. Let me just look at your basket and you go, well, we're not getting through this without a little quiz, are we?
What's the worst combo of items you've had to buy at a supermarket?
It's more the reason I'm buying it. Once I had a dream about a cake. I had a dream about a cake.
Our very own Martin Luther.
A set, yeah, I have a dream today. It's a set rhubarb and custard flan. It was rhubarb and custard, but the rhubarb had been cooked in rose water, so it had a slight Turkish delight flavour. It was set round the thing, and the custard set on top round the pastry. I wanted to bake it that afternoon. I didn't want to have to explain why a 25-year-old man was buying rose water and not booze. I should have been buying a 4-pack of lager and a DVD. I was buying rose water and rhubarb. I didn't want what I got, which was a cashier going, oh, what you doing with this, then? Because you look mental if you go, I dreamed of a cake.
I'm genuinely intrigued now as to how that turned out. All I know is, you know, you said earlier you'd like to see an early round of Bake Off where they see the nutters. OK, so let's get some answers on this. We asked our studio audience, would you rather be served by a machine or a human being? What do you think they said? What would you go for?
I'd say machine.
Human being.
OK, I can tell you the answer is 70% of our studio audience would rather be served by a human being.
Point in the bag.
OK, Seanstein, what do you like the look of?
I like the look of a crying woman.
This week, a man was jailed after forgetting to book his wedding venue and phoning in a hoax bomb threat to try and cover it up. It's a brilliant story. So we asked our studio audience, have you ever lied to get out of an awkward situation, yes or no?
I love that story. It's a great story, isn't it?
It's
You must have
incredible.
had- Did you have it on the news?
We didn't have it on the news, but it was a fantastic story. We should have had it on the news. But I thought it was a bit harsh.
What, that he got prison time
But he
for
got
that?
prison time, because I thought, well, I understand that. I would have done that.
Not a bomb hoax, though. You say that's OK to do bomb hoaxes because you've messed up. No, I think it's quite right. I personally think he's so stupid he won't even know where he is. He'll probably think it's just a really long, tedious honeymoon. What I like the idea of is that the ideas that he rejected. He had a list of ideas like Triffids, no, Vikings, ooh, lava from a volcano. He went bomb hoax.
OK, I've got a question for you, Joe. If you were getting married, right, to a lovely lady...
Hey?
No. Bear with me on this. If you were getting married to a lovely lady and you've forgotten to book the venue, I can't imagine you not being very organised, but imagine a scenario where you've forgotten to book the venue, what would you do in that situation?
Hire a sniper rifle.
Hire one?
Yeah. Not made of money.
Sniper. That's what that bit of the Yellow Pages goes, sniper rifle hire. Oh,
there's a gap in the market thinking about it. Or I would just say the venue's double booked.
That would have been a better idea, wouldn't it? That the venue's fucked up, they're double booked.
Yeah. Just don't ask him. If you love me, you'll trust me.
OK, have you ever lied to get out of an awkward situation? John?
I'd love to answer that question, but my nan's... I've got to go and...
You got a date with your nan?
I've had plenty of times I wish I'd lied, where honesty is not the best policy, where you just don't want to see someone and you can't think of a lie quick enough. It's like, oh, do you fancy coming out for a drink? And you go, no. Shit.
Yeah, you could have sugared that pill a little bit. OK, do you think our audience have ever lied to get out of an awkward situation?
Yeah, everyone has. My dog farted recently, and to cover up the embarrassment, I said I'd shat myself.
OK, so let's get some answers on this. So, yes or no?
Yes.
Yes.
OK, I can tell you the answer is yes. 93% of our studio audience have lied to get out of an awkward situation. Things get out of hand so quickly. I once heard of a girl who lied to her husband about how she got pregnant, and now there's an entire religion. So at the end of that round, it's 5 points for Sean's team and 3 points for John's team. And the winner is the name of our final round. Here's your question. Hardest job?
How much is working in a sour cream factory? You know, like checking that it's off, but not too off. Ugh. Yeah, that's all right.
I think the hardest job must be the little man who has to sit inside the ATM and push all the money out.
Hardest job? What do you think the hardest job is, Tess?
One of my hardest jobs was doing live kids' television and not swearing. Every time a kid kicked you or vomited on you, or, you know, we had one football game, Eat My Goal, and you get slammed in the face with a football live television, like, no.
I used to work on a stud farm as a tour guide.
Oh, for a second now, I thought that is the worst job.
Yeah. No, that's what they have to do. There's the penis cleaner. There's the person who has to guide the horse penis into the mare, So that's a tough one as well.
And was that... I mean, did you know the person that did that job? What job did you have?
He didn't do it to me. He did it to the mayor.
I'm saying, did you do that? Did you do that?
I had to bring American tourists round while they watched this.
John, what do you think the hardest job is?
I imagine Alex Ferguson's wife is having a tough time of it at the moment. He's pretty much had 30 years where he's never in, and now he's just sat on their couch like it's the bench at Old Trafford. Just switch it, switch it! If you want to change the channel, Alex, you can do it yourself. Spitting all over their living room floor.
Is it head of wasps at London Zoo? That's a thankless task, isn't it? I'm head of wasps. Feeding time's easy, just empty a bin in the cage. Is it head of wasps?
It's not head of wasps, no.
Daily Mail reggae correspondent. I'm head of reggae at the Daily Mail. No?
The company that makes Jim will fix it badges is struggling.
Is it police nurse? Because they're both difficult jobs. Imagine if you had to do two of them at once.
Police nurse?
The police nurse. So you're a policeman, like, oh, you're not feeling very well. Police nurse. Police nurse, mum. You're saying mother's most difficult job in the world, isn't it?
Sean, take that back.
Rather than welding on a North Sea oil rig.
You get a lunch break on a North Sea oil rig, don't you?
Don't get a break if you're a mother, though, Sean.
Yes, you do. It's a whole job's one long tea break. It's just a long tea break.
Have you stayed at home all day with a small child?
Yes, I have, yeah.
Have you fed it from your boobs?
I think it's quite an easy one to get. It's regarded as a very difficult job.
Teacher.
That's the right answer. Yes, the hardest job is a teacher. All the teachers at my school were very strict. I remember every Monday morning I had to give the deputy head. Well, that sound tells me it's the end of the round and the end of the show, which means the final scores are John, Tess and Aisling have 3 points. Sean, Joe and Christian are the winners with 6 points. Thanks to all our panellists, our wonderful studio audience, and to all of you for watching. That's it from us. Good night.
Tonight on 8 out of 10 Cats, Off the Brook, it's Alex Brooker. Why Pet, it's Chris Ramsey. And their team captain, John Richardson. And facing them tonight, the beard and the wonderful, it's Joe Wilkinson. From Man Down, it's Roisin Conity. And their team captain, Sean Locke. Now, welcome your host, Jimmy
Welcome to 8 out of 10 Cats Uncut, a show all about opinion polls, surveys and statistics. Did you know, for example, 80% of obese people say they've got no idea how much they should be eating? Here's a clue, less than that. 30% of people say their favourite meal hasn't changed since childhood. My favourite meal's still the same, sucking on boobies. Right, Mum? And 18% of the population has sleepwalked. My girlfriend's a terrible sleepwalker. A few weeks ago, she sleepwalked out of the house, met up with her ex-boyfriend, they sleep-shagged, and now she sleep-left me. When she wakes up, she's going to be so embarrassed. Right, let's get started. What are you talking about? That's the name of our first round. It's our panellist's job to guess the British public's top 5 most popular talking points. Sean Steen, what do you think the nation have been talking about this week?
I think people have been talking about Guy Fawkes Night.
Did you go to a bonfire?
No. I don't really like fireworks. I think they're like looking at views. Just boring after a while.
Yeah, views. Yeah. I mean, the whole eye is overrated as far as I'm concerned. You don't like views?
But listen, you go out and then you've got to look at the fireworks and you go, this is great. And then 3 minutes in, you think, I'm bored now, I'm cold. And then you're stuck there.
Sean, is it a big night in your house? Do you do the bonfires?
Yeah, I like the bonfire thing. I mean, I had to take the RSPCA's advice quite seriously because they said you should check under your bonfire for sleeping hedgehogs. And I couldn't find any, but luckily I had some in the freezer. So. Yeah, got that sorted.
Yeah, sure. I think I look like Guy Fawkes because the people on our road did an effigy and it really looked like me. They'd done it on our road. It was right in front of my house. It was kind of in my front garden. They'd even used like a photocopy of my face. And they were like chanting, "Weirdo out, weirdo out, weirdo out," which must be like a traditional chant or something.
John, did you go to a fireworks display?
It was a landmark year for me. This was the first year when I couldn't even be bothered to go to the window to look. Usually, if I hear some, I'll go and have a look at my neighbour's fireworks. But this year, I just thought, nah, I'm enjoying Gogglebox.
I think anyone who pays an entrance fee to a bonfire display doesn't understand what the sky is. Like, £2 in, I'm going to stand on that car over there and play with my £2 that I've just saved.
Taunt them with it.
Yeah, just...
The best firework display, I think, in history. It was in Scotland a couple of years ago. It was meant to last half an hour, but due to a technical hitch, all the fireworks went off in under a minute. Let's have a look. This was meant to last half an hour. You'd have made it to the window for that, wouldn't you, John?
I would have, yeah, if I'd have heard Armageddon outside my window.
Just imagine being there thinking, oh, how are they going to follow this up?
They're not.
I'd like to have seen the guy's face who lit them all and at the end just stood there just like that. I don't know.
Yeah, would you try to stop them? I reckon he just wanted to beat the traffic. He just said he just ran to his car.
Let's have a look and see if firework night is up there. Yes, it was bonfire night this week. In one town in Kent, locals burnt an effigy of Apprentice star Katie Hopkins, which seems crazy because you can get the real Katie Hopkins for £75 plus travel.
That's always the fascinating thing about effigies, isn't it? Is you can see the start of it thinking, yeah, I'm going to make an effigy of Katie Hopkins. And then you start it, and then hopefully, after about 10 minutes, you go, what am I doing? And then stop. But it's the desire to finish it.
Yeah.
Have you got, like, loads of half-finished effigies in your garage?
Yeah. Your one's nearly done. It's the hair I'm having trouble with. I can't get it quite like an ice cream. I want it to be just right, Chris.
OK, John's team, what do you think the nation should be talking about this week?
What about the Tesco? Tesco have got new technology that means they can scan your face and tell you what you want to buy when you're in a garage.
I'm not sure. Is that a good idea? I mean...
I could do that. Petrol.
So Tesco's are rolling out new advertising screens in 450 of their petrol stations. They use hidden cameras to scan people's faces to determine their age bracket and if they're male or female, and then they can sort of market products to them.
So how do they tell you what they think you should buy? Do they whisper it? Do they come up to you and go, I think you need some crisps?
I think they would look at you, Sean, and go, I think moisturiser, maybe, you know.
Prunes. Fly spray.
They've had this technology in toilets for years, though. I go into a garage, and when I get in the cubicle, it tells me exactly what they think I'd like to do to someone and who I can call.
Alex, you used to work for Tesco's.
Yeah.
Is this a good idea?
I was a heartthrob on the tills back in the day.
Heartthrob on the tills? Yeah, of course you were. where you were just on the main tills?
Yeah, I was on the tills. I mean, I'm crap at shelf stacking, so... tills is the only place they were going to put me.
Imagine the till might be a bit hit and miss as well. That's not...
I think I was the reason why they brought in self-scanning.
The long game of it is to get to improve shopping experiences around the supermarket, and I don't think it's going to make much difference. If they want to make shopping better, I just think it's simple. Just make a shopping trolley that adults can sit in.
Who's going to push you around now?
I'll just ask someone. I'll just sit there until someone pushes me around.
Or you could get a baguette. And punt around the supermarket.
A couple of them.
Yeah.
Well, let's have a look and see if it's up there. Yes, indeed. Sean Steen, what do you think the nation should be talking about this week?
Is it, well, hit right into my territory here. It's Justin Bieber's done some things. Justin Bieber.
Well, police in Brazil have charged Bieber with illegally spraying graffiti in Rio. Defacing buildings is a crime in Brazil, punishable by up to 1 year in jail. I can't imagine Justin Bieber surviving a whole year. But it'd be a hell of a week for the inmates.
It'd be like one of those Mexican piñata toys. They just keep bashing him till sweets just fall out of him.
He's just a kid, isn't he? I think I feel a bit sorry for him. When I see him now, I hate him. But, you know, he first did a video when he was 16 of him on a guitar, and he's a really nice little kid in his mum's house, doing a little song, and then I kind of think, I think we made him a twat.
I get really upset because, as a believer, you know... and I know you'll find it unbelievable that I am a believer.
I find it unbelievable.
I'm sick and tired of unbelievers mocking our beliefs.
Well, I can tell you it's not in our top 5, but Justin Bieber appears to be having a meltdown in Brazil. According to tabloid reports, whilst in Brazil, Justin Bieber allegedly visited a brothel. He must have ordered off the kids' menu because he had a mini sausage, fish fingers, and then he spilt his beans. Johnston, what else has the nation been talking about?
The Call of Duty came out.
The Call of Duty? The Call of Duty's come out on your Sega Mega Drive. On the first day it came out, it made $1 billion worldwide. So it's bigger than any film, any music, just huge.
I ordered one, not this one, it was the last one. I went into the shop and I pre-ordered it, and I paid like a £10 deposit or whatever. He went, "Are you coming for the midnight one?" And I went, "Do I have to come at midnight to get the copy?" And he went, "No, but you're not just going to come." I went, "No." He went, "Oh, it'll be good, man." No, I won't! Standing in a queue at midnight outside a shop with loads of sort of, like, comic book reading 30-year-old men. Definitely not.
I wouldn't queue for a game at midnight. I don't like queuing for Oceania at midnight. But what I love about the new Call of Duty game is that you can play as a dog. And for me, that makes it a very different game. It's like, how many people have you killed? Well, none, but I've had 2 shits and a bit of postman.
Sean, have you ever played a video game? Are you...
No, I don't see what's wrong with Conkers, really. How could you not have a better game than that? And you don't need a queue. Nobody ever stood round a Conker tree at midnight going, "The big one's going to drop." Look at it, it's going to go. I'm getting it.
What I always wonder about computer games, you know, in a computer game, if you walk into a wall or something, he goes, "Ugh." I always think that was someone's job to make that noise. Someone got paid to sit in a studio for a day going, "Oh." I'd do that. If they make a game where there's a little gremlin wandering around, I'd happily spend a week of my life just going, "Ugh."
What about the guy whose job it was to find out what noise you make when you walk into a wall? Surely you got it now.
I don't really play, like, Call of Duty. I play a lot of, like, FIFA, but the worst thing about online gaming is the messages you get from people when you beat them. Like, I had one the other day, which was all in Spanish, and I Google translated it, and it wasn't very nice. And if you're watching Carlitos 97, I don't shag my mum, so the joke's on you.
OK, let's have a look and see if Call of Duty is up there. Fingers on buzzers. What do you think?
Is it Michael O'Leary, the boss of Ryanair, promising that he's going to give us better customer service on Ryanair at last? He said, I'm not going to charge anyone to use the toilet, and you're not going to have to pay to have a chair, and I'm not going to put you in the roof rack if you didn't print your boarding pass.
So this is allocated seating on Ryanair. I mean, should you expect good service on one of these low-cost airlines?
I'm glad they're doing allocated seating on Ryanair, because when I travel on my own, what I like to do is I look at the queue and I try and spot someone I think it would be quite nice to sit next to. And then I follow them down the queue, and as they're checking in, I jump in and go, I'd like to sit next to him, please. And then we chat for the whole flight. It's brilliant. A lot of people say you meet weirdos on planes, but I've never met one.
I've got some quotes here from O'Leary, who's extraordinary at giving quotes. On charging people to use the toilet, he said, I would wipe their bums for a £5.
That's good value, that.
On overweight passengers, this is nice, he said, nobody wants to sit beside a really fat bastard.
The thing is, normally, fat people, quite bubbly.
Have you flown Ryanair, Sean?
Yeah, I don't particularly, you know, if I can avoid it, I would avoid it. But when you're paying £12.99 to fly to Dublin, I mean, that's incredible. I mean, you know, £2 for a go on the Dodgems. You don't get very far.
No.
I tried to break out of that ring.
Michael O'Leary often gets stick for not taking complaints seriously. Here he is getting grilled by Eamon Holmes.
We can't even vomit on your planes, you see, because if we go to be sick, there's not even a bag to puke into.
But you'd be so on time on such a beautiful new all-leather seat, brand new aircraft, and we'd sell you the vomit bag. But nobody gets sick on Ryanair. They're saving so much money, they just spend the time laughing.
The worst thing they do, that punctuality argument, when you land on a flight, and if it's on time, they do a little... That is the very least I expected, that you wouldn't kill me.
I was on a Ryanair flight once, and the tape machine had broken down, and the bloke had to do it himself. You know, and he came over the tannoy and went... Ryanair flight on time. That was worth the £2.40 I'd spent on the flight.
OK, let's have a look and see if Ryanair is up there. Yes, Ryanair has agreed to offer allocated seating. I tell you what you can't take away from Ryanair, their headphones, because they don't give you any. Right, fingers on buzzers, one more thing still to get.
I like the story of the Indian mission to Mars. A few years ago, the Chinese put a mission into space, and it's quite funny. It's a very similar response to it. The Chinese went into space, and the British press had the same kind of reaction they had with the Indian one, which is a bit like Cool Runnings. It is. It's a bit like, what? The Indians are going... You know, they've got a space mission going on.
Yeah.
And the thing I think's odd about it is it cost, like, 48 million.
No, but this is it. This is why it's controversial, because Britain gives £280 million in aid annually to India, and the mission costs £45 million. They go into Mars. So we're giving them this money, and they're leaving.
It's like you've lent your mate money who's skint so he can come out on a night out, and he's got a round in and hasn't got you a drink.
I'll tell you what's mad. The cost of it is half of Gareth Bale. That's what's... Real Madrid could have bought a slightly shitter player and gone to Mars.
Well, you put it in those terms. Roisin, would you like to go to Mars?
No, thanks. No.
It wasn't like a date suggestion, was it?
Sounded like one, Jimmy. I don't understand. It's got so much poverty there, and I think their priorities are completely mental. It's like someone who's got a Vauxhall in their garden with no wheels, yet they'd put tinted windows in and a sound system. They've got so much poverty there, they can't justify spending that money going to Mars.
When I'm skint, the first thing to go is space exploration. I'll cut it out.
The whole thing with the mission is to tell whether there's methane in the atmosphere. So basically, they spent 45 million to see if Mars smells of shit. I don't understand what's the point of that?
I'd like to live there.
Joe, over to you.
I'd like to be the first person to live there. It'd be brilliant. Because you'd probably get a house with quite a big garden. Big enough for a trampoline.
I don't think you need a trampoline there. I think it's bouncy.
Oh, that's why I want one, mate. Go well, I'd run a small business. I'd start a pub. And I'd call it the Mars Bar. It's a proper joke.
Well, let's have a look and see if the Indian mission to Mars is up there. Of course, India aren't the only country with a new space programme. Earlier this year, Iran said they plan to put a man on the moon by 2025 by nuking Israel. So those were the most talked about things this week. But in other news, during their trial, it was revealed that Rebecca Brooks and Andy Coulson have had an affair. We don't know if Andy Coulson was tapping phones, but we do know he was tapping Rebecca Brooks. And if anything, I think that's worse. Sir Alex Ferguson's book has become the fastest-selling piece of non-fiction in history. Alex Ferguson's book details his incredible journey from slightly pink to red and ultimately a bright purpley colour. Wayne Rooney's very keen to read Ferguson's book, and he'll get onto it just as soon as he finds out what's happened to this very hungry caterpillar. So at the end of that round, Sean, Joe and Roisin have 2 points. John, Alex and Chris have 3 points. So our next round is Pick of the Polls. Sean, Joe, Roisin, pick a question.
The bear, please, Jimmy.
OK. Last week, an 80-year-old Russian man survived a fight with a bear. True story. He bravely kicked and headbutted the bear before the bear threw him off a cliff. He survived, but a bear basically came at him and he fought him off. So we asked our studio audience, do you consider yourselves brave? Yes or no?
I was really hoping you had a clip.
I'm not dismissing the bravery of a man, but it sounds to me like he survived because he got thrown off a cliff. I'm going to speculate, had the fight continued, he would have got the shit kicked out.
He was an 80-year-old Russian shepherd. He was approached by a bear in a raspberry field. So this is true.
This is a nursery.
This happened this week. Approached by a bear in a raspberry field. He showered him with kicks and headbutts. Reporters say he managed to knock the bear off balance before it threw him off a cliff. He was hospitalised with bruises, bite wounds and 4 broken ribs. Wow. Discharged within a few days, and it's not known how the bear is.
I just love it how we're sitting slagging a man off who fought a bear. We're like, ah. We're sitting in London in a warm studio. He fought a fucking bear.
Yeah, in a raspberry field. Get over it.
What's a shepherd doing in a raspberry field? How mobile are these raspberries?
Well, I like the line, he was approached by the bear. I can imagine, if you're the shepherd, a bear goes, excuse me.
The thing is, to be fair, we've only got the shepherd's version of this story. I'd like to hear the bear's version.
In bear news, the bear was sexually assaulted today by a mad Russian. Joe, if you got attacked by a bear, what would your strategy be? What would you do?
Work the body.
But you know, I mean, I wouldn't be. The best way to deal with a bear, if a bear attacks you, and this is genuine, if a bear attacks you, is stay very still and wait for it until it gets really close, until it's literally about there, and then you just go, whoa, like that. And because it's got those big round feet, it just goes, whoa. They can't adjust. They've got no balls on their feet. So you just go, whoa, like that, and it just throws them. And then and sometimes I've been attacked by loads of bears, and they're just literally going, whoa, and they're all behind me in a big pile.
Would you remember that under attack? Because, you know, there's so much information about dealing with animals that I think if a bear attacked me, I'd probably, like, piss on my feet or something, you know, get confused with jellyfish. So you'd have to remember it. Would you remember that?
Well, the difference between a bear and a jellyfish, easy.
OK. We asked our studio audience, do you consider yourself brave? Yes or no? John, I associate you with machismo and sort of all things that are... I mean, are you brave? Would you consider yourself brave?
I think sometimes, Jimmy, the bravest thing you can do is just be yourself. I think if that means shitting your pants and crying, then yeah, I'm brave.
I'm not very brave. I always used to get called brave when I was younger. Like, if I was in hospital, I'd get a card saying how brave I was. But I wasn't there through choice. It wasn't like I was sat at home playing with stickle bricks and I thought, I'll show people how hard as nails I am. I'll go and have major surgery. Show them how brave I am.
I suppose, in fairness to the person, whoever was writing the card going, you're so brave, what were they meant to put?
Well done. Still here.
We asked our studio audience, do you consider yourself brave, yes or no? What do you think they said, Sean?
Yes.
What do you think, John?
No.
Nah. You go, no, OK. I can tell you the answer is yes. 60% of our studio audience do consider themselves to be brave. Interesting fact, I'm actually a very brave little boy. And I know that because my mummy told me. OK, John Steen, what do you like the look of?
I like the look at this guy with the beard.
OK, it was the World Beard and Mustache Championships in Germany this week. So we asked our studio audience, do you think facial hair is attractive, yes or no?
Call me sexist, but not on women, no.
John, you've got sort of the beginnings of facial hair, haven't you? You've got...
Well, this is just laziness. I just can't be arsed to shave all the time. It's just a waste of time, isn't it, shaving? It's fun, though. I grow it because it's fun. I get it just long enough that I can shave it in instalments. And I'd shave that bit first, so I get a little neat beard, and then I crop it under like that, so you get a little wanker beard. And then you leave it. I feel sorry for women that never get to do that. You never get that.
Oh, I've done that.
Roisin, what do you think?
Depends what's going on with the rest of the face. You can't judge.
How do you mean what's going on with the rest of the face? What?
Like, asking do you think facial hair is attractive is a bit like saying, do you like teeth? Like, you know.
Yes.
Yeah, but, you know.
I like teeth on a girl.
Yeah, but you know.
I can't believe we're even having this discussion.
Like, look at Joe.
Yeah, I'm dynamite.
Do you like it? Do you actually like it?
Of course I don't. Who would like this?
It's fun, facial hair, and it's warm as well for winter. It's like a cardigan for your face. Chindigan. It's not attractive, though, is it, to answer the question? It's not sexy, is it?
OK, what do you think?
I'm adamant it's a yes. I think it's very in at the minute. Like, I mean, definitely not that. But, I mean, Joe's... Well, no, not that either. But, like, a kind of... like a designer stubble, like what John's going on. I think it's very attractive.
Well, you're very kind to say so.
Not a problem.
Have you grown a beard? Do you want to try one?
Do I want to try one?
I've brought moustaches.
Definitely.
Oh, my God.
I think that's the one for me. I sort of feel I could run quite a good regional, like a regional department store.
Yeah.
Welcome. Sean, any interest in a moustache? You're more than welcome.
Yeah. Let's have a bloke off the Pringles.
I could sell Pringles, couldn't I? What would you care for?
You've got a buffet of moustaches
I
there.
do, of course I do. Would you like one, Roisin?
Yes, please.
Of course you would. Hang on. Here you go. This will look terrific on you, because I think for the blonde colouring.
Thank you.
No problem at all. Happy to help.
There's no point, Joe. Some games you can't play.
I look like a cat. A fat cat.
You really do look like a cat. Leave it on. I like it. It's... Leave it on for a second. I'm loving it. Did you, It's not unattractive, but you do...
I look better.
I like that. Yes, I am a murderer. It's not my fault.
In terms of attraction, though, I mean, that's pretty sexy, right? Sean?
I feel like I'm in a strange nightclub and I go, oh, they like it.
I'm going to give one to... Should we give one to... Should we give John a proper moustache? It'd be lovely for him to try, wouldn't it?
A moustache, how very dare you.
Fill your boots there.
You bounder, you cad.
Well, I very much like it on you, actually. You've awakened something dark within my sexuality.
Thank you. John looks like a magician.
Is that supposed to be like this? It really hurts.
That's a really good look for you, trust me.
I'm like forgetting things. It's nipping that hard.
You look like a rival cat. You look like you've got whiskers on.
I got one for you, Joe. You can just see what you'd look like with a beard. get some answers on this. So, do you think facial hair is attractive?
No, obviously not, no.
Oi!
Yes, sorry, yes, I mean yes. What was I thinking? I wasn't thinking.
I've nearly kissed 2 girls.
What do you guys think?
I think facial hair is not attractive.
So you're saying no, you're saying yes? I can tell you the answer is yes. 64% of our audience think facial hair is attractive. Different beards can mean different things. For example, a Santa Claus-style beard means friendly with kids, whereas a Joe Wilkinson-style beard means too friendly with kids. So at the end of that round, it's 4 points for Sean's team and 3 points for John's team. So the winner is the name of our final round. Here is your first one. Top way to pamper yourself.
A sit-down wee.
On what occasion would you treat yourself to a lovely sit-down wee?
Early morning, late at night, after a big meal.
I don't think that's pampering yourself, sit down wee. Really want to pamper yourself. You know those Dyson air blades? Teabag one of them. It's risky because you've got to have one foot on the door as well. One leg up.
Actually, the facilities manager wanted me to bring that up with you, and I was sort of looking for the right time to mention that.
Yeah, well, if you're wondering why it came off the wall.
John, how do you pamper yourself?
Just get drunk, really. Pampering, for me, as a word, means like, oh, I'm going to pamper myself senseless this weekend. I'm going to go out and get absolutely pampered.
Well, number 2 is an expensive glass of wine. So a lot of people do that as a little treat.
No, they don't. Have you been out into the world? People are like, oh, this weekend I'm going to have one good glass of wine. People don't go to Yates's at 9 o'clock and go, what is the best wine you have? I just want one glass. They go, what is the cheapest wine you have?
I've not been to a Yates's, but it's a wine lodge, yes?
Yeah.
Well, of course, you'd talk to the sommelier about what on offer, and you would order the finest wine that they had. Carton of your finest wine.
What is good on the way down and back up again?
OK, Joe, what would you do to pamper yourself?
Well, I do pamper myself. What I actually do is I have, if I really want to pamper myself, I have one of my verrucas frozen off. Love that.
It's nice, though, isn't it? It's satisfying.
Pampering can be quite creepy when people are being paid to wash your hair. And they're sort of, you always get these sort of 16-year-old girls sort of pretending they're like massage. It's awful. It's horrible. It's like really intimate and fake.
I love it.
Do you? Do you like it as well?
I quite like it, yeah.
They hate you when they're doing that, you know that?
What do you mean they hate me?
Because I used to do it when I was 14. I worked in a hairdresser's and I used to wash people's hair and they're like, oh, that's lovely. I hate you so much. Like, having to, look at this strange head I'm having to wash for £22. They hate you when it's happening, yeah.
Oh, that makes it even better.
One of the things I like to do is I like to light a load of scented candles. I get in the bath and then I just wait for whosever house I've broken into.
What, and come out like Martin Sheen in Apocalypse Now?
Through the petals.
Alex, do you pamper yourself?
Pedicures, because I get them cheap. I've always wanted to go into one of those fish foot spas with my prosthetic leg on and just say to the person next to me, like, don't leave your feet in there for too long. Because I found out the hard way. Always wanted to do that.
OK, top way to pamper yourself.
Was it not like a spa day or something?
Well, a massage is number 3. It's an everyday activity. People do it all the time, and then...
What do you mean, like eating?
Rollerblading.
It's to do with retail.
Shopping.
The right answer. Yes, the top way to pamper yourself is a shopping spree. My girlfriend goes to the off-licence every day and comes home with 3 bottles of wine. I think she might be a shopaholic. OK, worst thing to do when you're drunk?
I once tried to eat everything in my pencil case.
Chris, you're from the north. Worst thing to do when you're drunk?
Like
your specialist area.
Text while driving.
Deny it, in my experience. Pretending you're not drunk when you're clearly pissed. It's horrendous. I've had times when I can't even say the words "I'm not drunk" and still sworn blind. Oh, you know the fact you'd even accuse me?
You get quite a lot older when you're drunk, don't you? It's a really
Slightly
old
Irish.
man.
Slightly Irish.
It's called acting. And I am shit at it.
Roisin, what's the worst thing you've done when you're drunk? What do you think?
I always get drunk before I go on holiday. So I've gone on holiday once with one leg shaved and fake tanned and the other one completely white. And I had to do 3 days on holiday like that. I've gone on holiday with one shoe and a bra.
On your feet?
No, that's what I had in a suitcase. But there was 2 suitcases, and I was so drunk that I took the suitcase that was empty, and it had a bra. It wasn't even a clean bra. It was a bra from another holiday.
OK, worst thing to do when you're drunk?
I like to go to Battersea Dogs Home, see how many dogs they'll let me have.
Come on, I can take... I've got a wheelbarrow. Just put him in the wheelbarrow. I'll look after him. Don't worry. I'm brilliant with dogs. See if I can get about 30 dogs. Because they won't let you take them if they think you're really pissed.
They are weird.
If you
like
get
that.
into the cages and lie down with them.
What do you think, Alice? What do you know?
Send Snapchats to your female friends. So many of them don't talk to me anymore.
What's he talking about? What's a Snapchat?
It's like...
Oh, Grandad's woken up.
Do it again, I'll do it again. Oh, what's Snapchat?
Go on, what Snapchats have you
It's
sent?
like a little app on your phone, and you send a picture to someone quickly, and then it automatically deletes after 5 seconds, or how many seconds you want it to.
Why does that exist?
It's so people can send each other photos, and then they know that they're gone. They can't. The other person can't save them.
I don't understand.
Right.
I genuinely don't understand.
People send each other dirty photos and then they can't show their mates.
It's flashing, then. So it's basically flashing. What they've done is...
It's someone that you know.
How well would you know someone before you did that?
Oh, not at all for me, but, you know.
I can't just do that to your dentist or something.
You can if you should take.
Or just a plumber you used once and you kept his number. Send him a picture of your knob, and then you go.
If I'm sending a plumber a picture of my willy, I want him to have it forever.
Stripping off is never a good idea, is it?
That's the right answer. Well, that sound tells me it's the end of the round and the end of the show, which means the final scores are John, Alex and Chris have 4 points, Sean, Joe and Roisin have 5 points. Thanks to all our panellists, our wonderful studio audience, and to all of you for watching at home. That's it from us. Good night.
Tonight on 8 out of 10 Cats, that's dull business. It's all Hollywood. Here we Joe. It's Joe Wilkinson. And their team captain, Sean Locke. And facing them tonight, Gone to the Wild. It's Dawn O'Porter. Back of the net. It's Rob Beckett. And their team captain, John Richardson. Now, welcome your host, Jimmy
Hello and welcome to 8 out of 10 Cats, a show about opinion polls, surveys and statistics. Did you know, for example, 40% of people regularly reward their pets with treats? Who's going to the vet for a lovely long sleep? Who's going to the vet for a lovely long sleep? 44% of Brits think that we should have a space programme. But Britain does have a space programme. Doctor Who. And 27% of men play games on their mobile whilst in bed with their partner. I'm guessing Angry Birds, especially when she wants to play Snake. Right, let's get started. What are you talking about? That's the name of our first round. It's our panellists' job to guess the British public's top 3 most popular talking points. John's team, what do you think the nation have been talking about over the last week?
Olympics, innit? The winter ones?
The winter ones, yeah. Yeah, if you like things sliding down a hill, you are in luck.
I saw a sport where they ski for a bit, lie down, shoot, out of a gun, out of a backpack, put it back on and then ski off again.
That's the opening of a Bond film you were watching.
Well, that's what how's that a sport? And where'd you get the equipment? I've not seen any of that in JD Sports.
We won a medal, and the commentators got excited, and 300 people complained because commentators were getting excited, which is... Michael Owen's been flown out on a big money deal. Let's just calm this down a bit. The BBC spent all this money getting everyone out there and cameras and that, and then they realised we don't have any commentators for winter sports because we're shit at all of them. Matthew Pinsent's out there. If there was ever a time when this country needed rowers back home...
It was the judging that got me, because I was watching a lot of the borders and stuff going down, the free skiers. But the problem was these guys invent while they're mid in the air. They go, do you know what? I'm going to put an extra twist in this. The commentators are going, that's... and they're just making up names.
Well, I become an expert within moments of switching on the Winter Olympics, and about 4 minutes in, I'll be going, well, that's a 9.8. What are you talking about? I'm the same with Bake Off, frankly. Watch it for 2 minutes, and then I have a very strong opinion based on literally nothing. Joe, have you done any winter sports?
Yeah. I like them all. I like them all because I absolutely love lycra. I do all of them. I love the way it feels on my body. I feel sassy when I wear lycra. I don't care who knows it. And I like watching people in lycra. I'd watch anything it involved like... I'd watch songs of praise if they all wore lycra.
So I'd like to see in lycra, one man and his dog.
Yeah.
The shepherd and the dog in lycra.
And a couple of the sheep sort of hanging about.
Now, the controversy in Sochi has been about gay rights. Some Canadians have decided that the Olympics is already quite gay enough.
They have made it the gayest Olympics ever, though. Like, even the logo, hot, cool, yours, just sounds like a lube. Doesn't it?
I was very disappointed in the opening ceremony because I wanted to see Putin really, really sort of, you know, like, express his masculine nature. I wanted to see him going down the luge, right, in his pants, wrestling a bear and using his cock as a brake. It just gets to the bottom, just sling the bear off. It just goes, gays, go! Leave Russia now!
Let's have a look and see whether the Sochi Olympics is up there. Yes, the Winter Olympics in Sochi are well underway. Britain's Jenny Jones won a medal in the female snowboarding. I haven't seen a woman go downhill that far since Britney Spears. Sean's team, what do you think people have been talking about over the last week?
Floods.
Oh, well, floods, yeah, definitely.
It's been awful.
Yeah. I'm surprised there's an audience here. I thought there'd just be sandbags and some people in canoes peeping over the top.
I mean, it seems to be quite... I mean, I live down in Kent, and in the rural countryside, some of the villages have been cut off, you know, 3 out of the 4 roads in have been cut off.
Use the 4th road.
Oh, yeah. Except it goes the opposite way. Now, what I noticed, in the next village, it has flooded, and the guy was saying he was having a dump, he flushed it, and ended up in his sitting room.
Oh.
But, I mean,
it's my perfect house.
I'll tell you what, I wouldn't blame the floods, I'd blame the plumber.
So, Paul, if the village has been affected, have you got sandbags around the house? Have you taken precautions?
The village is fairly big, but it rises up, so we're sort of, you know, it's only the lower places.
OK, because there's a builder in Somerset called Sam Notaro, nicknamed King Canute, who's constructed a 5-foot-high barrier around his home. Have a look. For the lawn, he's absolutely saved that lawn. My only issue is the water has definitely got to the house.
I don't think he's heard his name right there, to be honest. I don't think the other villagers are walking past that and going, you see what he's done to his house? King Canute.
Have you been affected by the flooding, Rob?
Nah.
No, I've not been affected. I mean, I find it funny they've sent the soldiers in. What are they going to do, shoot the clouds? What do they do? Well, does Mecca nominate each other to drink the flood?
You know, they rescue people. Why don't they do it, you know, like in Greece with the big giant bananas? You know, they just go through a village with those big bananas. Everyone gets on it.
You joke. In Surrey, an emergency shelter has been set up in Thorpe Park. I mean, that'd be amazing if your house has been flooded and you feel miserable, and then log flume. Yay!
I've been affected.
You've been affected?
Yeah, I think it's ruined the news.
OK, here's Ed Miliband visiting some flood victims. Have a look.
Hi, how are you? It's our work, is it? Yes, it is indeed. It's, you know, it's interesting you've come out. You talked about 2003. Yeah. Of course, we had flooding here then. There was a report. There was a report done by the Environment Agency, and funding wasn't provided by the then Labour government. Well, look, we now actually have a plan to get a bund put at the back. And so we have got funding coming. Can I suggest? I guess the issue is... Can I make a suggestion for today? Can I make a suggestion for today? The issue, Mr Miliband, is that why are you actually here? Because what I'm hearing from local residents, actually they're not actually interested in people just coming for a photo opportunity, you know, talking about local issues when they don't know what's been going on locally. So I wish you'd done a bit of homework before you turned up here.
Gone badly.
I love that. Okay. What he should have done there, and he's got a lot of respect from the British people, if he'd just gone... They just walked away.
You would be an amazing politician for a day.
Yeah.
2,000 feet.
Fuck off, mate. It's a flat. What can I do?
Interestingly, UKIP councillor David Sylvester was expelled from the party a couple of months ago for blaming the flooding on same-sex marriage.
Everyone knows it's not the gays, it's the Romanians, isn't it?
I'm worried the floods are going to give bungalows a bad name. I know they flood easier, but apart from that, they're fucking brilliant. They're like all the best bits of a house without the bullshit of stairs.
I live in a bungalow and
Good for you!
Yeah, I really do.
Right on. Sorry, where is this bungalow?
In Los Angeles. Sorry.
You come over from Los Angeles for
I
this?
have, yeah. Well, not just for this, no, but
What I'm worried about, if the flooding gets any worse, I'm going to have to move my caravan further up the hill. Or I'm going to have to move back into my treehouse.
What, you like bungalows?
Yeah, I've got a few places, mate. I'm earning.
OK, let's have a look and see whether it's one of the most talked about things this week. Of course, the flooding. Yes, floods have been devastating parts of the UK. Eric Pickles was the first minister to apologise for the flooding. He filled his bath too high, and when he got in, Somerset flooded. OK, fingers on buzzers, one more thing to get. What do you think, John?
Well, it's the ongoing thrill ride that is the Scottish independence debate, I imagine. George Osborne has laid the law down to Scotland and said, if you don't want to be in us...
You're getting George Osborne and Beyoncé mixed up again.
The one that isn't Beyoncé has told Scotland that if they go independent, then they can't have the pound. The phrasing he used was stupid. He said, if you walk away from the UK, you walk away from the pound. And what you should never do is ask Scottish people how far they're willing to walk and what for.
I'm saying they've got to walk away from the pound. I mean, like, all this argument over a quid? Do you know what I mean? Just let them have it. I've got a quid in the bottom of my bag they could have.
So this is the 18th of September this year. The Scottish voters will be asked, yes or no, should Scotland be an independent country? What do you think, Dawn? Do you think they should go, or...?
I'm in a little slight situation. I was born in Scotland. My dad lives in Scotland. Hi, Dad.
Go and see him while you're over here, for Christ's sake. You live in LA, you're going to come over here and wave at him on telly and fly back.
That's actually quite correct. But I love him very much and I'll see him next time. But I do think that...
I'm sure he'd be thrilled with that little terms and conditions at the end. If you do not keep up the payments, I will never see you again.
Can I carry on?
What with your relationship with your dad?
keep on to too much, don't they? They want to keep the BBC, they don't want to have to use passports to come into England, and they also want to keep the pound. So it's not really...
And the Queen.
And the Queen, they either become independent or they don't, and I think that's why they haven't really got
Well,
much
the Treasury's
support.
already said that it won't happen, they won't have the pound. They're all in Westminster now. All parties have said, no, you're not having the pound.
I feel a bit like we're being sort of an abusive boyfriend, going, you can't leave us. You leave us, you've got nothing, love.
They won't go independent because a lot of the stuff they've claimed to like, they only do to trick us. Like haggis is something they pretend to like. So when we go to Scotland, you have a haggis and you find out it's rancid.
Oh, it's amazing.
They all have a jolly good laugh about it. Same with like the Robbie Burns. Even they can't understand it. There's no... It's just made-up language, and they pretend it's ancient Scottish poetry. It's not. He's just gobbled it. Hig the mora fluki da pookie down there. And they go, oh, OK, that's ancient lyricism, that is. He was just pissed the whole time. Hey, and the hoagie had a bogey.
Is it like Mrs. Doubtfire? That's Mrs. Doubtfire's voice, isn't it?
It probably is. I pick up most of mine from films. Yeah. Putin's been talking all the Olympics. All I hear is Alexander Meerkat. All the time. Doesn't matter what he's saying. He's a lot more likeable figure. Yeah, we don't like it. It's simple.
Rob, do you think Scotland should stay?
Yeah, I reckon they should go, start a new currency. Royal Bank of Scotland can sort them out. They're well good with money, aren't they? They'll be fine.
Sporran. A new sporran. It can be called a sporran, and there's 10 jocks in a sporran. And 50 pishes in a jock. So it'll be 8 sporran, 12 jocks, and keep the pish. There is already a currency available to the Scots, which they can pick up any time, which is the drachma, which sounds great in a Scottish accent, doesn't it? Drachma. Hey, Jimmy, have you got any drachma? I miss all those old European currencies, like the escudo. That was a lovely one. The
Scudo.
Escudo.
Scudo. Scudo for the dog.
Everything sounds fine if you say it in an aggressive enough accent. A doubloon. Pieces of 8. Up to 12 pieces of 8.
They could make it weirder now. If they have a new currency, they could go a bit left field, maybe use doilies.
Have you got a massive collection of doilies by any chance, Joe?
You can use a doily to decorate a cake. If you dust a cake with icing sugar and then put a doily on it and dust it with cocoa powder, you get a lovely snowflake effect on the top of the cake.
You're giving him cake tips, are you? Yeah, give him a few more cake tips. That's what he needs.
McDonald's apple pies are nice. Do you like them? McDonald's apple pies.
Have you never had a McDonald's apple pie?
Fuck off.
They're the ones that are hotter than the sun, the lava.
Yeah, a taste of apple, them ones.
I was about...
You'll know if you've had one, because you don't have a roof of a mouth anymore.
Yeah. I was about 16, 17 when I had one of those, yeah. They are not... I didn't like them, to
Tell you what, mate, stick one of McFlurry, game changer.
He's not wrong, either. He's not wrong. And I can tell you, Scotland losing the pound is not in our top 3, but... In September, Scotland will face a referendum on independence in which they'll be asked to either vote OK or OK no. Fingers on buzzers, one more to get.
Well, there was Valentine's Day. I quite like Valentine's, actually. I know it's very commercial, but there's something I quite like about love being in the air for a day and this kind of sense that everyone might get laid, apart from the married people.
Yeah, it's the only time you can write an anonymous card to someone and it's OK.
But it's an email now, so it's never anonymous, is it?
Are you still sending emails? I'm still cutting notes out of the paper. John, did you celebrate Valentine's?
Well, this is my first year I've ever had a girlfriend on Valentine's Day.
Whoa. Before you applaud that, that's tragically sad, is what it is.
I had loads of birds, obviously, but February the 13th, thrift measure, get rid.
It's easier for people to meet people now, though. It's like Tinder. It's like an app where you just put your profile on it. People tick if they want to go out with you, or cross if they don't. So there's like 2 million people on it, this app. Lee Ryan's completed it. He's just waiting for a few more levels.
OK, Paul, if I was gonna try and, you know, impress my missus on Valentine's, what would I cook her? What would be the meal?
I love creating something like a good cake. Like, if you make a good...
I knew he was going to say cake.
hang on.
Of course, a good cake.
If you've got a good chocolate cake, which is a Zacatort with raspberries laced all the way through it with cream, cover it in a chocolate ganache, and then strawberries on the top. Slice of that with some cream.
My only problem with that is I don't know what a ganache is. That's my only...
I think you're thinking of a Viennetta, mate. That's a Viennetta. Quiz in answer, mate. You're wasting your time.
When was the last time you had a Viennetta? They're very nice. Don't you be sneering.
I made one for a series recently.
You made a Viennetta for the series?
They make them, mate.
But
In the factory, they're about a mile long. It's just this thing going...
I used Indian ice cream, kulfi, instead of ice cream, and it was delicious. I used a mango and passion fruit.
Mango in a Viennetta? That's bullshit.
Joe, did you celebrate Valentine's this year?
I had a bit of a mare. I found out there's a very fine line between making a romantic gesture and just exposing yourself at a stranger. I don't really want to talk about it, but let's put it this way. I've now got to do 100 hours community service.
I think love can be a scary thing, and nothing's more nerve-wracking than the first kiss. Take a look at this clip from the reality show The Virgin Diaries.
I'm 31 and I have never kissed a girl on the lips. We're saving our first kiss for our wedding, and a lot of people are just like shocked when they hear that. Like, really? Is that hard to do? As if no one ever does it.
I now declare you to be husband and wife. Ryan, you may kiss your bride.
I love you. I love you too.
The kiss was, hard to explain.
Strawberry lemon, it tastes so good. Wow, it's a dream. Like, I get to, like, kiss them whenever I want to. We didn't have to hold back anymore. We could just be free with our love. I can't stop kissing. It's like, oh.
She just went right at it. I can tell she's been holding back, and now she's not.
Dawn, you look like you really enjoyed that.
I did. That was very physical for me. I couldn't cope with what was going on there at all. It's like when with the cake, and that put me off cake. It was everything that's wrong with a kiss. Everything you don't want your partner to do when they kiss you is everything that they both did.
Have a bite of cake halfway through.
They looked like they were siphoning petrol.
Well, let's have a look and see if Valentine's Day is up there. Yes, Valentine's Day was on Friday. It's estimated 6 million people popped the question on Valentine's Day. And that question was, can we have a threesome? So those were the most talked about things this week. But in other news, Flappy Bird creator Dong Win has withdrawn the game from the App Store. It's been the biggest slap in the face from a dong since Talisa. And James Dyson says he plans to develop a new generation of what he calls intelligent domestic robots. Surely it would be cheaper and easier just to wrap Polish people in silver foil. At the end of that round, it's 1 point to Sean and 2 points to John. Our next round is Pick of the Polls. Sean, pick a question.
We've got a picture of Paul here. We'll have to choose Paul.
Clooney with a beard. Look at him.
You're so well-groomed, aren't you? Very well-groomed.
Dashing.
You look like you've come out of the sort of human equivalent of a dry cleaners.
OK, here's your Paul Hollywood-related question. Most people consider themselves a good cook. True or false? What do you think?
I think they do think they're good.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, you would experience a lot of people who think they're good coming on your show.
Some of the auditions, the people who come in for the auditions, it's incredible. I mean, I could strategically shave a chimp and by the matter of probability, come up with something that's better than some of the stuff that I've seen.
Really?
Yes.
I bet that hurts when you say that to their faces.
At the early shows, is it like X Factor? Do you have the nutters in week 1 going, I made a cake?
No, we do an audition process, which we do film, just to see how they're going to react on camera.
But you don't show us that?
No.
Why don't you show us the best bit?
Do you think that'd be worth showing?
I want to see someone turning up looking like Joe Wilkinson going, I've done a cake. I've done a cake, don't eat it because it's not legal.
We've had people...
I kept it warm in my pants.
Paul, are you better than Mary Berry?
No,
because
Mary's not...
I know she's not got long left, but are you...
Do you know I met Mary's mother?
You met Mary's mother?
Yes.
What, at a séance? That's just...
You're in serious trouble now, my friend.
Seriously, who do you rate out of...
I've learnt a lot from Mary baking at home, because actually doing 1 cake is sometimes trickier than doing 20, because the proportional size of the recipe and the way that it is. So I've got enough respect for her, absolutely huge respect for her.
OK, I do a little bit of baking. I don't do a lot of baking, I do a little bit of baking. I bake cakes, and I just sort of... I think there's a lot of love in it when I bake. I baked that recently. It's just at home, just hanging out, and I just...
Actually looks a lot healthier than me, doesn't it? It's a Sean Locke cake. What's it made of?
It's held together with hate. No offence to celebrity chefs, but I think people could be a bit snobby about cooking. Because, I mean, some of the best chefs in the world are working in kebab restaurants. Have a look at this guy.
I like the idea of the guy on the other side of the counter going, no, mate, no onion. Oh, never mind. But he starts throwing that knife around. Yeah, fine, I have onions.
Joe, are you a hell of a cook?
Yep. I only cook... Well, I only really cook chicken Kiev, chips and peas.
That's all you need?
Yeah, every night have that, pretty much all year, except for, obviously, not on Christmas Day. I have turkey Kiev, chips and peas.
Do you like mini chicken Kievs?
Mini ones, yeah. Juggle with them. Hot, hot, hot. That's how I learnt to juggle.
Well, Dawn, you could have a cookery book based on your tweeting. You often tweet your food.
I do, yes.
You tweeted this a few weeks ago.
Oh.
I mean...
I actually love cooking, and I cook a lot, and I am
yeah, well, you can say. Your pea to fish finger ratio is mental.
But you know when you get to the end of fish fingers and peas and you've got no peas that are mashed in the ketchup, so you have to have extra peas to make sure that that doesn't happen.
Oh, so they're contingency peas?
They're contingency.
Oh, now you don't sound mental. Rob has a similar fish finger recipe that you may be interested in. He tweeted this picture.
Oh, God.
What happened there?
Basically, what I do quite a lot is I turn the oven on, put stuff in it, and then just go. And that, basically, I put them on, I forgot about them, went out, come home, that happened, and it was in the middle of summer, we had an heat wave, and it was well hot in the house, because that was going on, and the heat was on, and my cat was groggy. From the heat, it was all over the place.
John, what's your best dish?
12 fish fingers and 1 pea. I like when you've just got a load of shit left, because I only learnt to cook because I'm tight, so I don't waste stuff. So if there's a stick of rhubarb, half an onion and some Marmite in the fridge, that's tea.
If you're a good cook then, Dawn, what's your kind of special, what's your go-to?
My go-to is a 1-pot cherry tomato and sausage bake. Very simple, but I have that with either mashed potato or quinoa or
mashed potato,
maybe
you say?
What's quinoa?
Quinoa is a grain that is very good for you. It's a non-wheat grain.
Oh,
so it's
quinoa.
quite good if you suffer from... yeah.
Quinoa. It's just like fat couscous, isn't it? I've had that.
OK, so most people consider themselves a good cook. True or false? What are you going to go with, Sean?
What do you think, true?
I think true.
Yeah. What do you think, John?
I think probably false.
All right, well, I can tell you the answer is true. 65% of people consider themselves a good cook. My girlfriend asked me to knock something up in the kitchen, and now our cleaner's pregnant. It's John, Dawn, Rob, what do you like the look of?
We have the angry man.
OK, you've chosen the angry man. Last week, a man from Missouri was given 2 years probation after sending 20 packages of his cat's poo to a company that rejected his job application. So we asked our studio audience, is it wrong to take revenge, yes or no?
Like that, I would argue, yeah. It's not the sort of thing that's going to make a company think, do you know what, we were wrong about you.
John, you ever taken revenge?
I would like to say the sentence, I will have my vengeance. I'd like to say that at some point in my life.
Treat yourself.
Well, it doesn't work now because you haven't done anything, have you? Oh, you fucking...
It's weird because you wanted to say, I will have my vengeance in quite a masculine voice, but when you got pushed even slightly, you went, oh, you.
Yeah. I will have my vengeance.
Sean, have you ever taken revenge?
Have I taken revenge? Have I taken revenge, Jimmy?
That sounds like the bitter voice of experience there. Have you ever done anything, you know, years ago?
I've killed people, yeah.
Once, deliberately, there was a car in a car park that was parked across 2 spaces, and I was going through a particularly bad time. So, knowing...
Was it your 20s?
Yeah. Knowing that it would damage my own car, I reversed as if I was going to park in the second space, knowing that I was going to hit their car, and just did it anyway. If they're going to take 2 spaces, they have to deal with the consequences of what would happen if I tried to park there without checking. I'm not saying it was a good thing to do, but I'm saying I enjoyed it at the time, and if I had the chance to do it again, I probably would.
I did. I had something slightly similar. I caught this handicapped guy trying to use one of our spaces.
Have you had a word? Do you have a word?
Oh, annoys me, you know.
Joe, what's the best way you've got back at someone?
Oh, the only thing I've ever done is bloke scratched my new pencil case, so I drove my van into the front of his house.
Paul, you've run bakeries, right? So you've had people working for you. Have you ever had a disgruntled member of staff that you had to let go, get revenge on you?
Not that I know of, but I mean, there is one particular case I really wanted to get revenge on somebody. I remember my wife was pregnant. We were rushing to get to the hospital, so we parked in a car park, took up 2 spaces literally so I can get her out the car. Came back, some bastard left a big mark.
OK, let's get some answers on this. So, we asked the studio audience, is it wrong to take revenge, yes or no? John?
I don't want to get it wrong and have the audience on my back.
Is it wrong? I think it is wrong, isn't it?
It's wrong to take revenge, but it's fun too. But the question is it wrong?
It is not wrong, Jimmy, no.
OK, all right, what are you going to go for, Sean?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. I can tell you the answer is no. Incredibly, only 30% of our studio audience think it's wrong to take revenge. So at the end of that round, Sean, Joe and Paul have 2 points, John, Dawn and Rob have 3 points. And the winner is the name of our final round. Here's your question. Best way to impress your in-laws?
I just used a knife and fork. They're Irish. Do you know that the Irish don't put their knife and fork together after a meal?
They don't put their knife and fork together?
No, and it really spun me out for the first year of my relationship with my Irish husband because, firstly, I just never knew if he'd finished, which I found really uncomfortable. And secondly, I just thought when you...
Was this just at meal times?
Just at meal times.
I never had a problem with in-laws. In-laws I'm good with. Mums and dads, they like me. I'm the sort of person you want to take home to your mum and dad and then leave, and then you go out and have a good time. Have a lovely chat about the route there. Love that. It's a cliched, hated question. Love a bit of that. How did you get here? I'll tell you, Ron. I'll tell you.
Reversed into a parked car and then just went straight down here.
I like to behave when I meet my in-laws like a little Japanese girl. I come in and I bow at everything. I bow like that. And every time they say something, I go... I love that. And everything they say, I go... And I think that really makes them like me. And it creates a sort of warm... They relax. Another good one is, if they've laid out a lovely tea, just pick up the trifle and do it in one go like that. Now I'm going to drive. Or... If they ask you how you're going to provide for their daughter, just go, she'll be all right, and pull a stocking. Everyone down now! There you go. See? She'll be fine. Don't worry, I'll look after your princess.
All good ideas. Yes. Rob, your in-laws, what are they like?
They're nice, yeah. I think they've just grown to love me. They've just accepted me because they're a bit posh.
They're different.
They're different, yeah. They're posh.
They're a bit posh.
Yeah.
Find if who isn't?
Yeah, but they homemade baba ganoush. That's a different level, isn't it?
Homemade baba ganoush?
Yeah.
I've never had homemade baba ganoush.
No. I ate some before I knew what it was. That's not the right way round, is it?
What is it?
Some little brown dipshit. I don't know. He dipped something.
How much posher is your girlfriend than you then? So when you first turned up, did they go, what have we done? Why is she trying to get back at us?
Let's put it this way. She's been to watch the polo with Harry and William playing, and me and my brother Joe used to have boxing fights at Christmas in front of the family.
OK, best way to impress your in-laws. What do you think?
Good job.
A good job's number 3.
Make them laugh.
That's the right answer. Yes, the best way to impress your in-laws is to make them laugh. Number 9 on the list is admire their house. Oh, this is lovely. I look forward to inheriting this when you're dead. Well, that sound tells me it's the end of the round and the end of the show, which means the final scores are Sean, Joe and Paul have 2 points, John, Dawn and Rob have 4. They've won! Thanks to all our panellists, our wonderful studio audience, and to all of you for watching at home. Join us on Friday for 8 Out of 10 Countdown.